Hi there, my name is Phixfox, and welcome back to Heroes of Might and Magic 3. It's been a minute since I saw you last, but we are picking up right where we left off in the Shadow of Death campaign. Folks, this is going to be in the Unholy Alliance portion where all of the good guys are coming together so that way they can rally the forces, they can get the Angelic Alliance, and they can find a way to stop the Shadow of Death from covering the land completely, stopping Sandro, the Necromancer. That guy that we thought was really cool, yeah, we're here to stop him and make sure that nothing too bad happens to the rest of all living forces. So, we are at Search for a Killer, a medium-sized map. We must defeat all the necromancers in the area to win the scenario. However, if Jellu is defeated in combat, the scenario is lost. Jellu is limited to level 30, but will carry his experience, skills, and spells on to the next scenario. We are going to be as this green ally here. We are up against one red enemy. We're on impossible difficulty, as always. And for the first time in a long time, we need to roll a dice to figure out what exactly are we going to take. 1 or 2 goes to the Pendant of Life, 3 or 4 to the gold, and then 5 or 6 for the green dragon. Uh-oh. Oh no. Does my dice roller not work anymore? Help. Refresh. You see, this is what happens when you haven't done this for a long time. The game and all your stuff just assumes that you forgot about it and you don't care about it. And I do care about it. Oh, there we go, folks. We have rolled a 3 on the dice roll. Not too bad. Okay, we eventually got there. But what is a 3 again? Let's see. A 3 is going to be the 2,000 gold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I don't know if a green dragon would be better or worse. I don't know if the Pendant of Life would be better or worse. I assume that if we're up against necromancers, Pendant of Life is kind of interesting, but 2,000 gold, that's gonna be what we take. Let's begin and let's see what the preamble suggests to us.
This morning I learned Lord Falloral was dead, apparently from poison. What was learned soon afterwards has sent shockwaves throughout all of Aislinn. He was actually a vampire disguised as an elvish warlord. I must find out who poisoned him and how he came to such a high position within Aislinn.
I like that they included his portrait in the background just so that way you could tell it's like, no. He's not supposed to look cold and gray. That was like a weird vampire thing. Upon arriving at Willow Glen this morning, you discover that Lord Falloral has been murdered by poison. However, an inspection of the body revealed that Lord Falloral was not an elf after all. It seems he was merely posing as an elf, when in reality, he was a vampire. Wait, hold on. Wait. You can poison a vampire? What happens if I try to poison the skeleton? What happens if I try to poison a zombie or a lich? Like, I don't think anything happens. Why can I poison a vampire? That just seems odd to me. Something very odd is going on. That's what I said. And you must find out what. Regardless of the deception being played out here, you must locate and deal with the murderer for the sake of Avlee. Indeed, that's what we shall do. So, Jellu. Yeah, he's back. He's back. He's having a really good time with this. I'm excited for Jellu to do some butt kicking. Expert leadership, expert archery, expert resistance, expert luck, expert scouting, expert armorer, expert artillery, expert pathfinding. This is not good. This is not a good hero at all. Oh my goodness, this is straight up bad. Okay, I mean, the pathfinding could be important. The luck and the resistance, I mean, I could do without the resistance. The luck is okay. The scouting, okay, that's fine. Expert artillery is really pretty bad. This is not good. No wisdom and no magic specialities. At least we're going to have the sharpshooters. At least we got the archery and the leadership. That will carry us through, I suppose. Folks, we start off with the castle of Willow Glen here. Looks like there's not an awful lot to our name. We have the Centaur stables and nothing much else, but we do have 2,000 gold. And that, of course, is courtesy of our initial start here. Jellu, level 25. I don't think that the experience from the Learning Stone is going to matter at all. So I think we're going to ignore any opportunity there for as long as it suits me. Eventually, maybe it won't suit me, but for now, it suits me. We're gonna pick up gold and wood and 1,000 gold, and with 3,800 gold in the coffers, I believe that that is gonna be a pretty obvious third hero, or second hero anyway. Drakon or Gem. Clearly, it's gonna be Gem. Kind of interesting for Gem because she does come with a first aid tent, so you might as well take her. We will grab this blacksmith. Yeah, we'll hand off this here, I suppose. and we're gonna just hope for the best. I think the Jelu is tough. I think that he is one of the toughest sons of guns you ever did see in any of these playthroughs, but still, that doesn't make me any less sad that we are not quite as cool of a hero as I would like. The death of Lord Faloral and discovery that he was really a vampire calls into question all of your past deeds. Were those lords really bandits attacking the region? And that dragon lord, was he really in league with the necromancers? You'll never know what this imposter was really up to, but you do know he had enemies, and they caught up to him. In light of these events, the screams of those you unjustly killed shall haunt you. Atonement must be performed to cleanse your soul, and it is imperative that the Erathia leaders know of these events. You fear they will not be pleased with your role in all of this. Yeah, dude, you killed a lot of people that you probably shouldn't have killed. I mean, can you fault the guy though? I understand, Jelu. I understand what your thought process was at the time, but geez, you really should have vetted that choice just a little bit more, huh? We're just gonna kind of make our way through with these two heroes. Jem was able to kind of get out in front, but I think I'm gonna have her pick up the homestead here. Again, we had 2,000 extra gold. I'm gonna go for the town hall, so we're gonna spend 500 gold there. There's 1,800 gold remaining. That is all of these elves, not to mention some ore over yonder. And very soon, we're gonna hope we can upgrade the wood elves into some bigger and better elves. Let's ignore the treasure. There's a subterranean gate, and there's a crystal mine to the south, sulfur to the north. So I kind of ran myself into a little bit of a dead end, but we're gonna go out of our way into this dead end in just a moment. 1,500 gold, a little bit of extra gold. Yeah, and let's have Jelu clear out the Walking Dead. We'll have Jem clear out everything else. Somebody's got to go into the subterranean gate as quickly as possible, though. A runner arrives, bringing news that necromancer forces overran the town of Soldare. Skeletons walk the streets, and the town has been completely compromised. Hurry to the east and liberate Soldare. Though it has been mostly destroyed, you will find a way to return Soldare to its former glory. So we gotta head east to go do some damage. Okay, good information. I'll keep that in mind. Didn't have any problems here. 3 centaurs. Folks, if all I have is these minimal forces, I really feel bad about losing anybody. Let's just lose nobody, if at all possible. Everything else should work out just fine. Oh no! Oh my gosh, that was about the most heart-wrenching thing I've ever seen. We go from losing nobody to losing 1 full sharpshooter due to a misclick. At least we got the good morale. Could you imagine if we had walked up, got the good morale, and then walked away? That would have been absolutely key. Golly, yeah, where was that good morale when I needed it? Well, folks, just in case you're wondering, is Phixfox perfect? There's your answer. Right there. Okay, I think Jem can go here, and here, and here, and I'm gonna have her step into the subterranean gate. War Machine Factory, and there's gold to the south. Should I send Jelu down? I might need to send him down, but there's a sulfur mine nearby. I will go and pick up the sulfur mine, and then we'll figure out what to do. There's also an alchemist lab to the far east, so I think I'm just going to stay put. Okay, whatever you do, don't misclick. The game is already hard enough. We don't need to make it any harder. Okay, so far so good. Well, we are cruising. Absolutely cruising. It looks like the centaurs are going to deal with these 4 zombies in just 1 second. Sharpshooters and everybody else. Yes, it'll be fine. They'll be fine. I guess I could have just used the centaur's turn right there. I didn't need to wait so much. Damage. And due to the good morale, my poor choices did not hurt me. The experience notwithstanding, it's still not too bad. And I do see a pack of wraiths here. We don't really know what's going to be in the underground. Like, we just don't know yet. So let's go pick up the Mercury as well. I'm going to ignore the dwarf cottage. It feels like I'm very, very low on resources, like movement. Should I get a 3rd hero? I don't really like these choices. I'm not going to do it. I got a feeling that with the Secession Wars mod that lets you play Heroes Might Magic 2 and Heroes 3, I really noticed that my economy choices are not as sharp as they need to be. So let's save our gold for now. It's a very narrow strip of land that we're on. Let's try and get back together and figure out where to go, what to do. The waters of the Shandar River separate this area of the borders between Avli and Deja. One of the largest rivers in all of Antagarich, the Shandar was once a vital shipping route from the Halflings and Nailful to the western cities of Avli. Now, it is a border to be defended, a place of great vigilance and oftentimes conflict. The Shandar has many swift currents, but it can be safely navigated, which makes it a strategic point. Very good, very good. Well, we're picking up more gold. And I do see, it looks like Harpies to the south, so do I need, hold on, do I have like, I do have, ooh, I got expert artillery. Should I pick up a ballista? Is that going to help me? I'm going to assume that the ballista is not going to help me for now. Do I need to pick up all this? It looks like I need the mercury. I need the sulfur. I need it all. Let's just grab everything down here. Wood. I don't need wood just yet. I've got 5 units of crystal. It would be actually really, really nice to pick up more. I'll grab all this and then Jim will head back north. So we're doing okay so far. Pack of wraiths. I will lose the 1 centaur. We've already seen that I'm a bit of a liability. Let's not do much worse. There's a rogue cavern here. One of my favorite things to do is to grab 1 single rogue, because then they give you the spy ability. And so then you can see a little bit more information. It's like having a, what would you call it? A vision spell. It's like having a vision spell that you don't need to cast every single time. And that works just fine for me. We're gonna grab the Mage Guild. We're gonna pick up the City Hall tomorrow. Somehow we still have like plenty of gold, which is great. City Hall, no brainer there. Day 5. And then day 6, day 7, Homestead Citadel, hopefully. I don't think we're going to get much better than that at the moment, but for now, that's what we're going to do. I'll pick up the ballista. We talked about maybe getting that before. We'll go wood, crystal, out we go. And then the Pegasi. We only have 200 gold. I'm going to flag it, though, just in case. I don't know. We might end up picking up the, what is this? Crystal Enchanted Spring. No, that's not going to happen this turn, but at least we got that flagged for future issues. I don't want to stick around. I just don't have the time. I do see a bit of wood here, and I do see a town to the south. Soldare. So we have found it. Folks, we have found the captured castle of Soldare. 40 power liches, 5 ghost dragons, 100 skeletons. We are not winning that fight anytime soon. With a couple of sharpshooters? You want to take on ghost dragons? I think not. I think Jelu is good, but I don't think he's that good. Your soothsayers revealed or discovered that Lord Faloral's real name was Veared, and he was a vampire lord from the northwestern Deja. He has been seeding Avli with his own brood, preparing for some sort of coup in Deja. His armies were growing fairly slowly, but growing nonetheless. They also believed that the real Lord Faloral was killed some time ago and replaced with this Veared. It is highly unlikely that Faloral was transformed into the undead and is currently serving in the Dejan armies. Oh, it's highly likely that he was. Oh, so are we going to run into Lord Faloral later when we go and defeat our enemies? Aha! Look at this. Soldare does have a cover of darkness. That does bother me, like, a lot. It's about my least favorite thing. It is my least favorite mechanic. I gotta tell you that, folks. 3 treasure chests, crystal caverns. This is a hovel for halflings? Does that give you halflings? I don't think. Were there halflings in Heroes 3 before Horn of the Abyss? Or is it the peasant? I forget what this building gives you, which is a little bit unfortunate. The tactical important thing. Yeah, there's no way we're fighting Soldare. I will leave the treasure for now. We're getting 2,000 gold a day. We're going to pick up the homestead here on day 6. I guess you could argue that a 3rd castle would be, or rather a 3rd hero would be useful. But, you know. I do see, though, a 2nd castle, Serenity, just here in the corner. Since I'm so close to the crystal, I'm going to pick up the crystal. It's day 6 now. I think I can pick up this castle, which has just some centaurs and some dwarves. I think I can pick that up pretty soon. Let's plan on that when we can. I think we picked up all of the elves here. I'd like to pick up the dwarves here. 700 gold. No, I'll tell you what. I'd much rather go pick up the Pegasi with Gem. Oh, but I just realized, look at the mini-map. This is a red castle. I didn't notice that this was actually like a real castle. I thought that this was going to be neutral. It is not neutral. It is not neutral at all. By the way, I'm just noticing that my shirt, like, the camera does not enjoy this shirt. Has it been doing that? Hold on one sec. Yeah, the camera does not like this shirt. By the way, it is a new camera. Finally, you can actually see me in like 1080p, which is way better than 480p, which is actually way worse because now you get to see all my blemishes and imperfections, of which there are many. So, thanks. This is the real me. Mom, it's not just a phase. It could be. Okay, Crystal, Homestead. I think let's check to see. Can I get both? I'm gonna have 1k movement points. Yeah, I think I can get this. Do you want to get the Wood Elves? Hold on. The reason why I'm checking is because, yeah, I want to make sure that I don't miss out on the Citadel. We got 6,700 gold. Let's get the Citadel now before anything else happens. Then we'll pick up 7 Elves. And with 2,800 gold, maybe I can even pick up a building, something in there. Oh, look, 27 Walking Dead want to join? I just might let them. Just might. Whoa, you're telling me it's going to cost me 5 elves? Oh, left turret, right turret, and a moat. That's bad. Oh, that's not good. We don't have any spells. I don't know how I win this fight. Let's just wait on everybody. Dwarves don't come out to play. Maybe the centaurs do? Centaurs do. Good morale, maybe? Yeah, I think I'm going to lose way more than 4. Way more than 4 of these elves. I don't think I kill 8 dwarves here. Oh, I do. Thank goodness for good morale. And we lost an extra elf for some weird reason. I don't get it. Folks, I don't get it. But I do get a level 3 mage guild. Oh, hold on. This does have a marketplace. We got 2 marketplaces. Okay. Looks like we got haste, view air, cure, protection from fire, magic arrow, firewall, scuttleboat, ice bolt, fortune, hypnotize, frost ring, and misfortune. Don't really love these. Yeah, I don't really love these. This is not like an ideal mage guild as far as I'm concerned. It's all right. You got to play with firewall a lot to get the precise sort of situation. Ice bolt is really good. Is it really 170 points of damage? 8 power. Wow, that's pretty good. Okay. Is that enough to go kill dragons and stuff though? Probably not. Tell you what, we're going to stay here overnight just because it makes the most sense to me. I guess that first thing in the morning, this is all going to be covered up and it's going to be dark, but let's send Gem maybe to go get these Walking Dead to join us. Maybe I should send her south to the water wheel. I don't really know what to expect out of our enemies right now, but I do know that if we can get lots of sharpshooters, maybe we have a chance to beat them. At least now we're getting 4,000 gold a day. What do we got to do to get the capital? We got to get to the castle. I think we can get up to the castle and then maybe we fight these forces on day 3. Oh no, there's an enemy hero out here somewhere. Wait, if the castle has 5 ghost dragons, what does the enemy hero walking around here have? That's so scary. Oh, I do not like that. There's a red hero out here. And they're probably very big and very, very scary. And stanky, because they're probably a necromancer. By herding villagers into pens, the necromancers can easily slaughter and raise them en masse into the undead armies. The details are gruesome and turn your stomach, threatening to make you retch. Fortunately, your training proves more than adequate to stave off such a display. You are outraged and vow to avenge these poor souls. Indeed. Boy, you said it, pal. I'm right there with you. Now, I don't want to lose Gem, but I do want that gold. Let's have her go back up the road and be very, very safe. Let's consider. There's a homestead. I mean, there's the Walking Dead here. Look at this. Red border guard and a buckler of a null king. Now, that's very interesting. I like that. I do like the idea of a shipyard. I kind of want to just hire a hero and send them. I'll tell you what, if I'm going to do that, what do we got? Alamar, kind of interesting. Coronious is very interesting because it comes with 6 elves. 6 elves turns into 6 sharpshooters pretty easily. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do just a full send here. And Coronious should take out this pack of wraiths. Should be no losses. Perfect. And we'll take the gold once, take the gold twice, Somebody else will pick up the dwarf cottage later. I'm sorry, I just don't really value the dwarves like I potentially ought to. And then Coronious is going to go south. We got 20 wood. We're going to try and send him in his ship. I'll deal with the homestead later. Group of Walking Dead, 29 joined. Okay, not bad. And is this our first ore pit? No, it's our second. So we have 2 ore pits and 1, or rather 2 sawmills. Yeah, Tomb of Souls. I just don't see this being particularly valuable. Why is my gem pond locked behind a red border guard? I don't have a gem pond. What are you, crazy? Is it down here? Is it down here? That sounds like somebody's idea of a fun time, but not mine. Not mine, I say. 6,300 gold. Let's go straight for the capital. We'll go castle now. We're not even going to make any purchases at this other castle for now. We're just going to hold on. Oh, it is a castle though, isn't it? Oh, it is a castle. If we wait 2 days, well, a little bit, yeah, about 2 days or so, we should get into that territory where a capital is ours. I'm going to wait. I was thinking about purchasing troops at the homestead. I was thinking about purchasing troops at this enchanted spring. I will forego both options. I will pick up the hovel just because free troops. Do peasants give you gold in Heroes 3? I forget. No, they do not. No, my ballista. Okay, Gem's got to turn around. That's very unfortunate, actually. I really wanted Gem to go and be gone, but I'm gonna do this instead. Coronious is gonna pick up the boat. He's gonna get into the boat. And since we just spent 1,000 gold there, should we just spend more? I don't know. If there's a red hero, then we're sunk. We need all the forces we can get. This is only gonna put us behind like 1 day. Yeah, Soldare. It's a capital. It's 4,000 gold. Holy cow, it's 4,000 gold. Folks, look at that. It's 4,000 gold. So if you purchase a capital, it's actually just going to hurt you. Don't do it. Don't purchase a capital. Make that your capital. It sounds weird. It sounds crazy. But it's actually the most effective use of your resources. So let's do that. So then let's hold off on everything else. We'll pick up Dendroid Archers and just kind of go from there. Otherwise, end turn. Yeah, you know what? If there was a red hero, we would have already seen him by now. Like, guaranteed. If there was a red hero, they would have attacked us by now. They're not in this castle. Yeah, there's nowhere else that they could be right now. I'm just not going to worry about them. I'm just going to assume that there's no problems. Are they making any other purchases? They're not even purchasing, like, other skeletons. Maybe this is a castle that is just supposed to be a gold mine for you. Every single day, I mean, that's 4,000 gold you're not getting. That's a bit of a problem. But anyway. Okay, 1,500 gold from a chest. Nice. Coronious is already paying for himself in the best way possible. We got castles in 2 towns. Let's get all of our purchases. Wait. You got 30 crystal? This castle already has the enchanted spring. Let's get, what is this castle? Serenity. Let's get Serenity beefed up into the Dragon Cliffs. 30 ore. I mean, we just need the gold. And the gold translates into 4,000 gold a day. Let's just do that. Let's just go straight for the dragons. We will fight this fight very, very soon. Hope for the best. And then after the gold is in our coffers, then we will consolidate. We will figure out what to do. But right now, having Coronious in the boat actually makes me feel much better about where we're at. It doesn't feel like I'm falling behind. If this scenario, I'm guessing that we have to go sailing, because that was kind of the tip earlier, is that the sea is navigable. I guess that means that we're going to have to end up doing a raiding party onto the main coast. We will hope for the best. Rumor has it a druid from a far-off land is having troubles with the necromancers herself. You have to wonder if Lord Faloral's death has anything to do with her troubles. Ah? Druid? Gem? What are you doing here? This is not where you belong, my dear. Go, do other things. Make other choices. Not this choice. Okay, we wanted to go back. I don't think she can get all the way back, and I think that we're going to be just ready to take Soldare pretty soon. Yeah, let's hope for the best. Sea chest? Gives us nothing. There's somewhere to land right here. I saw a shipwreck survivor. Yeah, there's lots of stuff way over here. I do want to grab the shipwreck survivor if at all possible. And the way everything else is going, I'm seeing no enemy hero. I'm going to assume that there's no enemy hero. Let's grab not just the rally flag, but also this Fountain of Fortune. I guess we don't need it. I guess we've already got mass everything. And then with maybe 1 or 2 dragons, maybe we attack on day 1. Yeah, maybe we attack on day 1 with 3 dragons. And just hope for the best. That's going to be what we end up doing here. So folks, we're going to hit end turn here on day 5. We are going to pick up the dragons here. And growth is currently just at 2. Yeah, it's just at 2, but that'll be 3 green dragons. If it really is 5 ghost dragons, which is what it looks like because of our little rogue, then that does tell me an awful lot about what I should expect. Now, did I ever pick up a red border card and I didn't even realize it? I do think you got to go down here. There's probably behind this horde of harpies. We might be wasting time. We might be wasting time, but because it's already day 5, and they're not doing anything, it's going to take way too long to go all the way back and then back again. How expensive is it to upgrade elves? Very expensive. 22. So it's more than 100 gold per. I forget how expensive it is. I want to say it's like 400 gold or something. I seem to remember it's a lot, but I think it's going to be worthwhile. The dwarves are kind of a bummer. They're kind of slowing me down. I'm going to wait on purchases here. Day 5, day 6. And maybe, I don't know, maybe we find more gold at sea. Marletto Tower. Everything else is here. Good to go. Yeah, let's just be ready to attack here on day 1 of this new week. We're going to just hope for the best. And we're getting some new information here. I just saw underground, and that tells me a lot. There's an extensive underground network of tunnels in this region that goes far below the river and allows access to a wide variety of places. If used properly, this tunnel system would allow for some dynamic assaults and surprise attacks. This is one idea definitely worth investigating because the enemy will surely be watching their shores closely. What makes you think that they're not going to be watching their undergrounds closely? Oh, treasure. And this is actually good because 2 treasure chests. Yeah, we're going to need all the gold we can get. Let's make this big upgrade here. So 22 and 44. So 200 gold each. It's 200 gold each to go from elves into sharpshooters. Gem is just waiting. She's going to hand off 3 dragons in the morning. I know that this looks crazy, but folks, it's 4,000 gold a day. I mean, if you just stay put, like I know we've wasted like 4 days worth of game time, but I do believe that this is the very, very best thing. It'll save you 10k gold. It will save you 10k gold. I'm gonna do this. Am I crazy? I might be crazy. I might be crazy. I will not get the unicorns, but I am gonna pick up the dendroids. Do you get the saplings for 2k gold? No, I think you're gonna need all your gold in just a second. The dendroids, that does take you a little bit away from what you wanted to do, but you're going to get, 9 from that other castle. End turn. Wood Elf growth is up by 5, which is great. We're going to ignore that for now. We're going to get 3 dragons, 7,200 gold. There's 1k gold left. Do you drain the bank? You've got 1 of each precious resource generating mine, and gems are really hard to come by. Tell you what, we're going to trade a little bit. Trade about down to 15 or so of each of my precious resources. We're going to save everything else because even ore could be useful. And then what's your next best purchase? Maybe unicorns? Maybe elves. No, probably not, because yeah, tell you what, let's get the Pegasi. They're gonna be fairly flexible. Probably not the elves, just because the elves are going to be in your army in a weird place. Because here's what I think I really want to do. I think I'm going to take the Walking Dead, and I will keep them, but I'm going to break off 2 individual stacks of the sharpshooters. And the goal there is to have the enemy towers attack them. If you have elves, sometimes I think that the AI will actually focus the better ranged creature instead of just the bottom one. I think that I remember that that is a change with Horn of the Abyss. And I think that we are playing on like the HD version of this. So it's not Horn of the Abyss as far as like balance changes and things like that, but still. I just want to make sure I'm doing this correctly. And so with 30 sharpshooters, 3 dragons, 15 of these Pegasi, some undead, and some centaurs, I have to believe that this is gonna... Whoa! You're kidding me. I believe this is gonna work. They've made purchases. Gem. Gem. You've got the rogue. What the heck? Oh, she has to be within range? Is that how that works? Why can't I see... It worked before. The spying ability worked before. What if I just do this real quick? Is it going to give me what I want? That's lame. Okay, so we're going to have to fight 13 more vampires, 7 whites, 38 skeleton warriors, and 3 liches. Okay. Alrighty. Don't love that, but I'm glad we checked it. I think I'm okay to fight this. Oh my goodness, I forgot. Home of fire magic from a shipwreck survivor. Holy cow, we just got way better. My life just got way different. Okay, so first of all, we were behind a little bit in gold. I think it's worth waiting for the fire tome. Now against the undead, I mean, against the undead, there's some things that are not going to work as well. You know, like blind. Blind doesn't work against the undead. Curse doesn't work. Berserk doesn't work, but you can frenzy, you can fire shield, you can fire elemental if you really need to. Inferno? Yeah, there's stuff you can do here. I'm gonna take this immediately back. We're gonna go to here, and even can I do a little handoff here? I'm gonna hope I can do a handoff here. And if worst comes to worst, all this means is I get another turn to try and get some creatures upgraded. So let's go back up the road. Yeah, let's do this. Can we please reach? Yes, we can. Ha 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 ha. This is me laughing maniacally. Ah ha ha ha. And then yeah, you just go on up your way. Coronious, you just maybe saved the playthrough. Who knows how good of a situation that was for you. We're gonna pick up the water wheel. It's 1,000 gold. Can we still reach? We're gonna have to wait one more day. All right, that's fine. Because it is going to be way more sharpshooters now. In fact, we can't even upgrade them all yet. We're just going to hold on for one more turn. But we're going to be ready for this guy, whereas before we just weren't. A report from your Erathian commander arrives. Now that the news of Lord Floral's demise has reached the populace, word has spread quickly, and the elven nobility are fearful and suspicious. Find the identity of the killer. The elves are checking their own to see if Avlee has been further compromised. We have received word of more necromancer activity. Seek out the druid named Gem, daughter, who is also investigating similar events. On the matter of the actions you have taken under the command of this impostor, fear not. King Griffinheart understands the situation and supports your current position. What a good king. Okay, folks, let me just tell you this. I've been lucky enough in my life to have really, really good supervisors and bosses. Like, really good. I can't think of a single boss I've ever had that was just not a good boss. And I know that a lot of us, we can't say that. A lot of people absolutely struggle because we just don't have the best supervisors. I'm grateful to say that I'm not one of those people, and I hope that if you've never experienced that before, I hope you get to experience it pretty soon. Okay, we're gonna ignore the Walking Dead because I forgot about them. 29 of them. I think the 2 stacks of 28 sharpshooters is probably better. That way, if the Ghost Dragons want to come out and play, they're not gonna be able to stop us. Let's make this fight happen, folks. Please win. Oh, Jello thinks this is not good. We're not going to apply this battle result, though. We're going to win. Okay, so far so good. 1 sharpshooter goes down. The Ghost Dragon takes 1 step forward. What were you doing? Was that just to prevent my green dragons from getting in? Might have been. Okay, so all the spells we have. We don't have Wisdom, so we didn't pick up those 3rd level spells from before. We've got an Ice Bolt. I mean, we can summon a stack of fire elemental. That's pretty good. I mean, we could just Armageddon ourselves. Wait Yeah, immune to level 1 through 3 spells. So yeah, Armageddon's not going to do it. It's a 4th level spell. If you get gold dragons though, all of a sudden we got Armageddon. Kind of nice. Kind of nice. Okay, focus up. Even doing 100 points of damage with the gigantic Inferno is kind of interesting. It's only going to be 3 Liches and 2 Power Liches, so it's not really good enough. Haste is interesting, but not my favorite at the moment. The Berserk is completely useless. Frenzy, I don't think I really want a Frenzy at the moment. I wonder if Fire Elementals is really just going to be the best thing. Fire Wall could be interesting if the enemies are going to want to try and sally forth. I think I need to move the Dragon because the Sharpshooters are not where they need to be. Wow, 7 Black Knights. They just purchased those. That's crazy. So this is even worse off than it was before. I'm going to move the dragons to here, just so that way we don't get hit by Power Lich's AoE attack. The Ghost Dragons can go anywhere they wanted to, but they just stayed inside. That's so weird. I'm just going to save the spells for now. We're killing... Good morale is good. Good luck and good morale! Get out of here! Now... we just killed, in case you're not sure about this, Sharpshooters just killed 31 Power Liches with 2 shots, 1 instance of good morale, and 1 instance of good luck. You can never expect that again. But the enemy does have a lot of HP still to go. I think that the Ghost Dragons are going to be a pretty critical sack. We do kill 1 there. Looks like the AoE onto the Ballista is still doing a little bit of damage. We're going to wait on the Pegasi. Yeah, we're taking damage onto this bottom stack of the Sharpshooters, and the turrets are going to do a lot of damage in just a little bit. We're gonna wait. The enemy is not sallying forth. I could have swore if it was me, I would be charging out of these gates. There you go, buddy. There you go. And so then I feel like the Summon Fire Elemental is going to be the play because we have 8 attack and 10 defense. So Fire Elementals are actually going to be kind of interesting. You'll still have some spell points afterwards. Yeah, 16 Fire Elementals might be the difference between a win and a loss. I say might be. I don't know yet. Still working on this. Might as well get the damage off with the Centaurs. We got the gate open. We lose about 10 Centaurs. Not great. Fire Elementals are getting into this fight. Pegasi are zoned out for now. We'll just send them to here. Big losses onto the Sharpshooter stacks. Ghost Dragons head out, but they don't attack the top stack of Sharpshooters. What are you doing? Sir? Kind sir, what are you doing? Ice Bolt. We got 1 Ice Bolt and then Magic Arrow or 2. I don't want to just Ice Bolt. I kind of just want to Ice Bolt. We don't have like a Disrupting Ray or anything like that. Firewall is very interesting, but I just don't think I can get the damage the way I want it to. No other top tier spell. Bloodlusts are interesting, but not that interesting. I kind of just want to take the flat damage. Now you can do 3 magic arrows for 270 or 1 and 1 for 260. So the magic arrows are going to be better. They're just going to take a little bit longer for the fight to kind of develop for you. I am going to start working on how much should I say? 90? So it's going to be 2 Liches anyway. It's 90, so you want to kill 3 Liches down here. Okay, and then I do want to deal with these Ghost Dragons. Like, they are a problem. Absolute problem child, I say. So first retaliation, wow, aged. And so now the Green Dragons have lost half their HP. Horrible. Horrible. Could not have been any worse there. There's so many vampires here. I'm worried about Black Knights. I'm worried about skeletons and stuff. Centaurs are going to keep the gate closed, though, for now. So either you go out and kill lots of these Power Liches, or you focus on the Ghost Dragons. I think I can collapse on the Ghost Dragons. Yeah, but you also got to worry about these vampires. Vampires are going to reach you. I think you just got to take out full stack of vampires. You kill most of them. Sharpshooters are just going to go to the... See if they can stab. They got a little bit of damage off. That's not bad. Not bad. Take us out to the top. And then, yeah, Fire Elementals are going to go see if they can deal with these vampires. Because we don't actually want to get through these skeletons, I kind of want to just skip and defend for the +3. Your defense, 13 and 6. You might as well get the damage off. Yeah, you might as well get the damage off. Fire Elementals trying to get damage in. That was a misclick. I actually wanted to attack this other direction. Maybe we kill all of the vampires. We do. Very good. We'll take it. Oh my gosh. And the dragons get just destroyed. The one instance of attacks aging the enemy on my biggest creature just blew up all my chances for having a happy, healthy time. Oh my goodness. Well, okay. 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 All right. Centaurs are about done. Somebody's got to kill these ghost dragons, but then these other two creatures aren't going to have anything to do. We will waste some damage here. I'm going to send the sharpshooters down. They'll maybe take some turret shots later. Good luck. One ghost dragon goes down there. Yeah, centaurs are going to defend now. Maybe we survive for one more round. Probably not. Then maybe with the ballista and these fire elementals, maybe we do kill this ghost dragon. It looks like we will. I'm going to waste the damage. Waste the damage. Okay, we're down to 21 of these sharpshooters. It's not much, but it's an honest day's work. One more magic arrow. Sharpshooters have got to start working on these black knights. There's so many of them. Going two at a time. The centaur actually lasting for one more turn does help quite a bit. As far as turn order goes, it looks like the Liches... I'm going to be able to fly the Pegasi in there next turn, so we're just going to go to here. Okay, we will defend. Okay. And the ballista, it's not really doing work for you, but it's doing something. If you attack this Lich from afar, if you can do the damage, maybe if I get good luck, I'll do the damage. Then maybe the Pegasi doesn't have to eat that retaliation. Got the double damage. That was good. Down to 13 sharpshooters. You're losing so many sharpshooters. 8 sharpshooters every round. Black Knights, they're defending. Not good. There's down to 3. Feel like you gotta go out and do the damage, don't you? If the enemies come to you, then the ballista's gonna do a little bit more damage. I'm just gonna wait and see what the enemy does. Yeah, and then you do more damage. And that is a healthy amount of damage. Enemies are coming out. Skeletons are not going to reach the sharpshooters anytime soon. We'll start working on these skeleton warriors. 105 damage. I really want the sharpshooters to get one more round of damage off onto the Black Knights. I know that they're about exhausted. I know we're going to lose most of the stack. Down to 5 sharpshooters. I understand this, but still. It's a bit of damage anyway. There's a curse. And the Pegasi are going to be locked in combat here. Okay, Skeleton Warriors back off, but we're still coming for you. Let's kill the big stack. We're down to still 2 Black Knights. Pegasi are getting absolutely destroyed. And now I think that because of the wall and the ballista doing half damage, I think you just have to kill skeletons. Now there's 3 HP here. We will kill one of the Black Knights. We'll take out a little bit there. And folks, that's the end of the sharpshooters. So if we win this fight, great. If we lose this fight, oh no! Attack the Black Knight for 60. You got it. You got to attack here. The retaliation, we will kill them, but still, it's going to come down to these fire elementals. You got to keep the Pegasi alive. If the fire elementals are the last creature alive in this fight, you actually lose the fight, because Pegasi are your only remaining stack. Pegasi have to survive this fight. So if the turrets focus the Pegasi, we lose. Oh, great. Okay, so far so good. Did we do it? 37 damage, 40 damage. Do more damage where you can. 7 skeletons. Oh, this is so bad. Can we please get good morale? No, elementals don't have morale. I forgot about that. Kill here. Please kill 3 skeletons. Yeah, baby! Even though I've been gone for 10 months from Heroes of Might and Magic 3, it's nice to come back and have a little bit of a victory. Like, I'm pretty sure that this fight did not need to be so sketchy. We definitely did not need to lose 60 sharpshooters, but as soon as our 3 dragons were aged and we lost half of our HP. That fight got turned on its head. Oh my goodness, the 7 Black Knights, that was crazy. What a crazy fight. 6k experience. I said I don't need experience, but I'll take that. And most importantly, folks, at this point, I will take a capital. And I guess by the end of this week, we'll go for the Dragon Vault. You might as well, right? You might as well. Do I need the resource silo? First things first. First things first, let's revel in this moment. Could I have fought this fight any sooner? Could I have fought that fight any sooner? No. Given that we have just this many Pegasi left, I think that that was the very, very best you could have gotten. We're going to stay here overnight with Jellu. And then pretty soon, I think we're going to hope... Gold mine? Walking Dead. Oh, but there's an underground. We're going to hope with Jellu that we can get full spell points. And then I think I just got to send it to the subterranean gate. We're going to try and build up this other castle. Maybe get dragons here. I'd much rather have dragons as opposed to anything else. So let's start working on this. There's the Mage Guild level 2. We need to trade for 10 gems because we just don't have it. But my word, could have been worse, folks. Could have been worse. There are 43 Walking Dead here. 43 Walking Dead. I will upgrade the graveyard now. I guess we're gonna take the Walking Dead underground with us. That's kind of weird, but that's gonna be what we do. That's gonna be a pretty successful month 1, week 3, day 4, on to day 5. Golly, so expensive. 60 sharpshooters. Because here's what I've noticed: if I lose early forces in Heroes 3, I typically don't recover. And I'm not saying that you can't recover, but typically I've noticed that I don't recover. And maybe that's just my fault and flaw as a player, and maybe that's just the way that these scenarios are kind of built. But one way or the other, it's kind of nice to be able to get through this first little part, even if it's worrisome that we might never recover. You gotta do one step in front of the other, one foot in front of the other. And so far, that's okay. Okay. Unicorn Glade. Nope, you gotta get the Enchanted Spring. So we're not getting dragons in our first castle this week. That's all right. If you've noticed, Gem is now picking up all the troops she can. We got an excess of gold now. I think it's 8k gold a day. Yeah, 8k gold a day is doing pretty fine for us. Armor of Wonder +1 to all of your stats. Very happy for that. I will try and drop that off. Jellu. I'm gonna make him go all the way up to there for me. And I'm even gonna pick up dwarves, who I don't typically pick up unless I've got a reason to. Dragon Vault is... it's interesting. We do have 3... we do have 3 marketplaces to trade with. We could maybe get the Dragon Vault tomorrow. It would just be pretty costly. We got 73 wood. Yeah, we got 73 wood. Let's give that a shot. Let's see if we can make that happen. Okay, couple centaurs. Oh, we can't let the army support that. Let's do this here. Good. 14 centaurs. 7 of the elves. And I'd like to let Coronious just keep on going. So let's just do this quick swap. Nice little basic scholar. Nice to have Coronious pick that up. Yeah, Armor of Wonder for the +1s. That's a good artifact. I'll take that. And then Jellu will sit here ready for elves first thing in the morning while Coronious continues on. Gem is going to pick up these dwarves like we talked about. And in fact, she'll stay here. That's a pretty good place for her to stay. We've got the gold for the Dragon Vault. I think it's going to be a good purchase. You just got to trade wood for gems. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very expensive. But I wasn't going to be able to trade to get 10 gems for the unicorns anyway. So I don't think that's actually a waste of my time for now. Okay, folks. With 900 gold left, I could get Dendroid Saplings. Miners Guild is actually kind of interesting for the low cost of like 1 sulfur. Yeah, a couple dwarves. Next time, maybe we pick up the Miners Guild. This might be one of the times where we just save our gold for a week, get 2 Miners Guilds, and rather 2 Treasuries, and then just get that sweet 10%. Sometimes I'll occasionally do that. It does hurt you in the long run. Like, it's hard to play around with, but I mean, it's free real estate. It's free gold. You might as well. It just costs you a little bit. A letter arrived today from the druid named Jem. She wants to meet with you when you are finished with your business in Lord Faloral's land and look further into recent events with the necromancers. She believes they are preparing for a strike deep in Avli territory, and you couldn't agree more. Your response is positive. Once you are finished here, you will meet with her. Astrologers proclaim this to be the week of the dog. What's up, dog? I don't think I picked up those centaurs last time, did I? Oh, I did. There we go. Good. We're going to grab 5 gems from the windmill. Big pickup. Nice opportunity there. And we do see the blue Keymaster's tent. Light blue. There's some flotsam to be had. Jim is going wild. Grabbing all these little freebies. I'm going to ignore... I know I picked up 4 vampires. I'm going to ignore vampires for now. I'm going to have her send to everything else, and then we'll figure out what she wants to do. Picking dragons was pretty good, though. So back at the castle that we were closest to, I will pick up the Dwarven Cottage. And then we'll go for that treasury kind of idea in just a little bit. I don't think I need any upgrades here. Dendroid saplings. Mystic Pond is about the biggest waste of resources you ever did see. Is there a better meme than that? Mystic Pond is complete and total noob trap. Because it's very, very true. It is. It is an absolute trap for the unsuspecting player who just doesn't have a lot of experience. Because it sounds good. Get a small amount of resources every week. It's like, yeah, but it costs a small amount of resources to get it. In fact, it costs many, many, many resources to go get. I wonder if that was purposeful in its design, though, somehow, and I'm just not understanding. I guess the longer that the game goes, the better that idea works. That's something anyway. By the way, level 2 Mage Guild, we did pick up a Disrupting Ray, which is great. We did pick up a Slow, which is critically important. Would have been great for Ghost Dragons in the previous fight. I'm going to ignore all these upgrades for now. It's all going to come down to just elves. We're going to pick up 56 elves. We're going to have 3,000 gold left. And I will pick up... I mean, the dwarves are just too slow to really justify. Then again, 4 speed is my zombies. I'm going to pick up the Pegasi, and then as we head into the caverns, we should get enough gold eventually to kind of get more upgraded elves into sharpshooters pretty soon. Okay, so 8k gold today. Day 3. War Machine. The Ballista actually might have won me that previous fight. There was a couple times where it did help immensely. Pegasi. Rogues. I've already got 1. I don't think I need a steady supply of rogues, though. I think that 1 is very valuable, and then many more are just kind of meh. Okay, red's here. Yeah. Treasury? Sure. You know, I mean, how long does it take for you to recoup the 5,000 gold lost? Takes a while. I'm still gonna do it. I just like the idea of playing around with interest. Your scouts report that they have seen these skeleton transformation rituals, and they are grisly to the extreme. The need for troops must be getting to the necromancers. They also report there are 2 barbarians who are operating in Erathia, sparking trouble. Crag Hack and Yogg, maybe? The other possibility is that they are gearing up for something big. That thought is not welcome in your mind at all, yet it does remain. Harpies want to run. I'm kind of close to the next level for experience. We're not going to do this. I'm not going to play around with you like that. Just going to slow the top stack, do full skips. Yeah, we'll go to here. Full damage with the Ballista. That's kind of nice. Full damage with the elves. Yeah, and this Harpy stack is probably going to get whatever it wants in just a second. So we'll attack here with the Wraiths. Okay, lost 3. So I guess we were going to lose some amount of these forces anyway. Can't really help it. I'll just do the 1 Ice Bolt. Yeah, so 3 Wraiths is fine. Gems! Oh, bless my eyes. Gems! Well, given that how the last fight went, I don't know if I want to fight these Medusa. And again, I don't really need the experience, so we're going to wait for now. But finding a gem pawn underground is so critical. And it looks like this subterranean gate's actually going to go to another gold mine. I needed to be here yesterday. As cool as this castle was, I think that you have a very big possibility in your future playthroughs to save a lot of time, folks. I think that that was an opportunity that I missed, and I could have done quite better with. So yeah. Okay. Everything else, it seems to be going pretty well. Let's take a quick kind of recap of where we're at. We are picking up free troops, which is great. We only have like a third of the map, and the other 2/3 are pretty much dark to us. There's a lot of enemies in the darkness, I'm sure, and that probably means that they have many castles, and we don't have many castles at all. And so let's see. Yeah, we're gonna have at least one big enemy to deal with. Aislinn, not my favorite. Number of towns, number of heroes. That means that the longer the scenario goes, the worse it's gonna be for us, especially since we can't equalize because we don't have expert magic to play around with high quality spells. But then again, we do have this tome of fire magic. I mean, you can get to gold dragons. All of a sudden, Armageddon's kind of interesting. I don't know. Let's just kind of continue on the way. It's day 4. We picked up 1 treasury. Picking up 2 seems like a bit of a waste at the moment. Then again, we are going to get a gold mine pretty soon. And gold is the resource from which all other things flow. So let's stick to that strategy. You can't stop partway through. Oh, Cripple Walking Dead. Hello. It's kind of odd, but we'll take it. The caretaker of the tent is happy to see us. Ah, finally, somebody worthy, he says. I shall send word immediately that you are to be allowed into the new place. The new place, I don't know. Wherever the new place may be, that's where we're going to be allowed into. All right, Coronious is still finding good stuff, but unfortunately, these enemy castles do have a cover of darkness, so the enemies maybe could beset us from sea, and we might not even see it until it's too late. Let's keep an eye out on that. The nice thing is that we don't need to waste our spells on level 4 mage guilds. Unless we turn Gem into a good hero. I think maybe she can do some Armageddon bombing. You can't do the Armageddon bomb with Jalu, with the Armageddon and the Dragon combo. You can't do that with him, but you can do that with a secondary hero who can run away. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Okay, let's just save up everything. I will pick up the dendroid saplings. Not once, but twice. And then gold mine immediately. Aha! We see a problem. The enemies were going under this cover of darkness, and they just about got us. So somewhere in there, I think. Somewhere in there, there's going to be an enemy, and they might land right on top of us. We're not careful. It seems really bad to me that we've missed out on some additional forewarning that enemies are coming. Do they land? They do not land. That's good. So then do we continue on the way? I think we should. I wish I could see who this was, because if it's a nobody hero, then I feel very safe to continue on. If it's a good hero, I fear the worst. Really do. We are getting some good scouting up in here. That's nice. And then Gem is just going to hold tight for now. Fastest troop, 8 speed. Boop, 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 boop. I don't know why I got these peasants. Yeah, I don't know why I got these peasants. That was not my best moment there. Unicorn paddock. We're gonna grab this. I guess if I'd been smarter, I could have grabbed the Dragon Cliffs this month. I just wasn't thinking about it. I paused to talk to my dear sweet wife for a second. And then as I come back, I realize I've lost a couple of opportunities here. So that does not feel good. But these things do happen. It's month of the ant. So folks, that's the end of the month. Month 1, week 4, day 7 on to month 2, week 1, day 1. And I'm going to leave everybody else alone for now. Coronious is going to continue to kind of skirt the coast here. And do we get attacked? Not quite. These killing fields must be shut down. The lords in Avli and your superiors in Erathia are greatly distressed at your reports of the events unfolding out here. Conquering the towns in this region will greatly slow the production of skeletons for the necromancers. These atrocities must cease immediately. Only then will the night terrors leave you unmolested. I guess. Hard for me to disagree with that. Okay, so we have found Aislinn. Aislinn's doing Aislinn things. Zai's not too far away as well. I'm just going to land Coronious. I think I'm going to get attacked here or here, but this might buy me just one more day. I'll pick up the Dragon Cliffs before I forget anything else. Windmill. Elves. Centaurs. Yeah, that's going to buy us one full extra day. Good job, Coronious. I'm going to go by road just to see what is up the way. Maybe I'm going to run into a castle, and maybe Aislinn won't be able to reach us. It'll be very important to note if they've got logistics, and that'll actually help us discern that pretty quickly. Now, have you noticed that Jellu is here in the underground, just kind of doing whatever? I don't really have a big plan for Jellu, but Jellu's making the best of their situation, that's for sure. Will I get good morale here? Nope. All right, we lose 3 of the Wood Elves. I think that the fight is pretty much over from there. Skip, skip, skip. Yeah, fight's over from there. Go. Oh my gosh, I forgot about that. In Heroes 3, if you break the blind, the enemy is still going to attack you. I completely forgot about that. I did not need to lose a Centaur there. That's crazy. So 3 and 8. Okay, not good at all, but interesting. I did forget about that. And there's the Red Keymaster's tent. I do want to pick that up. And Gem is heading back in that direction fairly soon. Let's grab this, and the Warrior's Tomb, and this Scholar. Grab all of these things. Any losses? Lots of losses. Maybe with another blind, this will go just a bit better. There's 1. And I'm still hoping for good morale, so I am going to head out. Don't get it there. Can't get it there. Down to 19 of the Evil Eyes and a bit more. Walking Dead are just too slow. They're just not going to get into this fight at all. Okay. Well, I'm going to save this next blind since the Evil Eyes have already kind of taken their turn. Doesn't hurt me too bad at this point. Okay, Centaurs are just going to stay put. The Evil Eyes do full damage on the melee. I kind of forgot about that for a second, but all that means is that it doesn't really worry me at all to go out and do some damage. We're going to wait. Wait. Kill most of the stack. Centaurs go down. And Pegasi and Wraiths will finish this off. Okay. Alrighty. Now, we've already picked up a Tome of Fire Magic. Could you imagine if we pick up a really awesome Warrior's Tomb artifact as well? Centaur's Axe. It's not great, but it'll work. As you ride into the clearing, you notice a university scholar resting his horse. He agrees to teach you some of what he knows before setting off. It looks like there's more to be had over here. I wish I could see what it was. We do have scouting, believe it or not, and this expert scouting does seem to be paying off, which is very surprising. Like, very surprising. Not what I anticipated. Oh my gosh, and you know what I just realized? So as we were running through this empty territory here, with no enemies anywhere, nobody causing us any grief, there's a Buckler of the Null King with this gem pond. I am very excited to take that. I think that another hero couldn't actually hurt me. Oh, sweet. Kyrre. Love it. One of the best heroes in all of Heroes of Might and Magic is going to rein up their horse and take all of these resources. Oh, and there's a Sword of Hellfire here. Oh my goodness, you got to pick that up as soon as possible. In fact, okay, so here's the deal. It takes a little too long, I think, to go from here to there to there, and then back over. But if you do, then the Fight for Soledare might be much easier. We might have made this a little bit tougher on ourselves than we needed to. Huh. Anyway, okay, so we do see Clavius. Clavius is going to take us down. And I don't think that we picked up another artifact. I don't think that we lost any artifacts there, which is okay for me. Sword of Hellfire. Buckler of the Null King. Yeah, instantly that's 4 defense for the Buckler of the Null King and 6 attack for the Sword of Hellfire. Really big pickup. Let's make sure we don't lose that. Kyrre is going to be safe wherever they go, whatever they want to do. They're the boss. Whatever they want, they get. Okay, I've got to see what's over here. Shrine of the first circle. We learn quicksand. Yeah, I don't think I need any other purchases at the moment. and it's Minotaurs and another gem pond. There's got to be something else behind the gem pond. Otherwise, I don't think it's worth my time. The enemies are not attacking me yet, but as soon as they decide to start, we're going to be in such a bad position. In the meantime, let's kind of evacuate these good artifacts. Let's hope that nobody lands in Willowglen or Serenity. If they do, we might just be obligated to run. Oh, and the enemies do pop their little nose by the light blue border guard. I'm guessing that they don't have that, though. Guessing that they don't have the ability to get through there. We're going to do a slow onto the Minotaur stack. A blind just takes a couple of extra spell points is all. That was my thought process. We've only got 14 out of 50. Minotaurs are not going to get to us much quicker unless they get good morale. And that is possible, but is it likely? I don't know. I think it's gonna be fine. We'll wait one more time. Yeah, if one Minotaur gets good morale, so be it. Oh, one Centaur was lost. My bad. Equestrian's gloves. Now this was actually a big opportunity. So yeah, pick up the Equestrian's gloves. And there's a gold mine. Okay. Yeah, you gotta do this. Yeah, if you avoid this area and if you never actually grab all this, I think that you do realize that you're not where you need to be. You're not doing what you need to be doing for yourself. We never did pick up that homestead this week. That's pretty sad. We're gonna wait here on this Pegasi. And then let's see, 1 treasury, 2 treasury. Folks, I'm not good at math, but that's 1,500 gold. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. And maybe it's going to be more than that. Does it calculate the interest after you get an extra 9,000? I'm not too sure, but we're going to hit end turn and just see what happens here. Your interrogations of some of the prisoners brought before you leads you to a name, Sandro. Apparently the Sandro was a rival to Varied and may be the one who ordered his poisoning. I think that is highly likely, actually. This is going to be the week of the Ancient Behemoth. Pretty good for anybody who loves Ancient Behemoths. I know I sure do. And before we go anywhere else, yeah, let's grab the gold mine and then we'll head back. It's going to take us a little bit of extra time out of our way, but it is going to be definitely worth it. And I think it's time to start upgrading these dragon cliffs. We could wait one more week. We're not going to get Jellu back to the top anytime soon, but we could start to bring forces and maybe meet him right here. And if that's the case, maybe we should start to spend. Otherwise, maybe you should wait to spend until you get what you actually need. Like, maybe you should wait one more week and get another 10% of gold. I mean, the longer you wait, the better it goes. It's just the way it is. Oh my gosh, these Minotaurs are giving me just fits. Absolute fits. We're gonna slow the top stack. And that's part of the reason why I'm not upgrading these elves. Like, I understand if you're like, Phixfox, upgrade the sharpshooters like yesterday. I totally get that. But I'm not, in large part because I just don't think I need to. I really don't think I need to. This stack is slow. They're going to stay that way for another turn. Then again, you know what? I don't know why you slow them and then shoot them. That's about the stupidest thing you could do, but it's what we did. I thought to myself, what if they get good morale? That's what I thought. It's really not the best thing to think, because it's not accurate. Man, these guys are fast. Okay. Well, we can slow this bottom stack, and then we'll work to take care of business up here. We kill 2 more Minotaurs up there. The Wraiths should help fill this top stack. As long as the elves don't have to waste their turn, that'll be all I need. Mission accomplished. Well done. And no good morale. Okay. All right, losses are acceptable. It wasn't smart, but the losses were acceptable. Okay, and now we gotta get all the way back. So this is very worthwhile. I mean, the Equestrian's gloves were definitely worthwhile, but again, now I'm a little bit scared. What if the enemy does land? They were threatening before. Maybe it was just a bad secondary hero. Maybe they actually sent their main hero underground. But that's scary. For the first time, we're going to take a look at who this is. It is Zai. I think I can beat Zai. If Kyrre takes these nice artifacts and gives them to Gem, I think Gem as a spellcaster can actually do some good stuff. I'm gonna hire, it's time to hire a new hero. Time to hire a new hero. Yeah. We talked about waiting. This is not gonna be the time to wait any longer. So we're gonna hire, might as well be Alligar. I'm gonna get rid of the 25 free peasants. They did a good job. Thanks for coming along on the road. Full purchase. We're gonna send everybody into this army. Whoa, don't do that. I'm even gonna get rid of this scout there. Okay. Yeah, we'll do it just like this. And we're gonna do hero chain up to there. Are we out of gold? Hold on. That was crazy. For a second I thought we were out of gold. No, it just looks like we didn't have room in the army, so I didn't make those purchases. I almost moved on, but that would be a huge mistake, obviously. It's one of those things I do just because of F-Heroes 2. F-Heroes 2 is, of course, the Heroes of Might and Magic 2 fan-made project. It's a resurrection, not really a modification. And they've done such a good job with so many quality of life features that I expect the game to play in a certain way. And when it doesn't, even though it's not even the same game, it still kind of surprises me. So, little things happen here and there. And surprises are not bad. But when surprises happen, you have to say, okay, hold on, stop, think, what's the correct thing to do here? And then just get it right. That's maybe the most important thing, just get it right. Okay, if Zai lands in Soldare, if they land right here, you're gonna want somebody to get out. Let's just hire Braun now. 9 speed, Serpent Flies. They're gonna evacuate a lot of these good troops. Unless you want to defend. Would it be better to just stay and defend? Probably not. Definitely not with Braun. Let's see what this guy does, but at least we can escape if we need to. They do not land. Every single day that they do not land is much better for me. Much better for me. I kind of want to get rid of these Walking Dead. Oh, you're slowing me down so much. And you were just free. You just joined me because you just felt like it. Okay. 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 Still gonna hold on. Time to do the upgraded Dragon Cliffs? Maybe. I think it's definitely time to start upgrading these other dwellings. Let's just start to do that. Whew. And red actually gives us plenty of time. That's so good. So good. So let's upgrade everything but the homestead, because you don't need it. Not necessary whatsoever. Okay, we're not going to go through the underground. I'd much rather actually fight through in this area. And folks, I know for a fact that we're going to have to call this a two-parter, which a lot of people don't love. Typically people love to do just one part because they want to just say, hey, let me see the whole thing. I'm going to do a two-parter here because we are in the middle of a really fun playthrough, but I also want to make sure that I'm giving this my fullest attention. And just because we got a good start doesn't mean that the scenario is won or lost. There's a lot of scenario left here to go. And I'm going to be excited to kind of play through the rest, but we're going to get at least until we get Jellu back up to the very, very top. And then we're going to end up being done for the day. I just got a lot of stuff going on. I want to make sure that we'll really want to make sure I'm giving this my very, very best attention, because there's a lot of intrigue in this scenario. I can already tell you. Love the way that the forces are kind of coalescing together. I love the way that the enemy has left us alone. I love the way that we're getting lots of gold. And there, I think that this is going to be it. I think that this is going to be Zai coming back to do massive amounts of damage. We must hurry. Braun, no. Yeah, Alligar, get up here and be ready to take those slow undead off of me. Get them off of me. Oh, this is gonna be close. Will we be able to get saved before time happens? And it looks like the enemy's gonna avoid landing one more time. Chaos Hydra growth is up, which I'm fine with. Algar's gonna step. He's gonna take, slow troops. I'm glad I didn't dismiss them. You never know when the forces could be useful. You just never know. There's a lot of undead, right? We gotta get to the artifacts. Gem currently has them. Kyrre is gonna go to here. And we're gonna go here. Gold dragons. Probably get the dendroid archers or soldiers in a little bit. We're gonna pick up 80 of these elves. I'm just gonna do a full swap. We're gonna hope that we can keep Gem close, as close as need be. We're gonna go to here. Gem's gonna go to here, and maybe we can go back and forth if the enemy does something squirrely. Let's just hit end turn. Oh boy, this is kind of exciting. Enemy still does not land. As soon as they land, they're gonna be met with a major heartache. And that's actually kind of where I want to like end the scenario, is with the enemy getting absolutely stomped. That's my goal, is to stomp an enemy, and then we'll figure out where to go after that. Okay, so we're gonna have plenty of time. I was worried that we were going to run into a position where we would have to stop. I think that the enemy is gonna land, and when they land, we're gonna get them. Well, we're gonna get them. Don't you worry about that. We might have to do some trades just to facilitate that a little bit better. Elves here. Centaurs there. Resources here. Good, good. Yeah, and what if I actually lure them in with brawn? What if I just stay right here? Am I going to be able to reach here in just a second? I will be. And so Gem or whoever else, probably Kyrre, is going to need to do the full swap just to help facilitate the trades. But let's fight this final fight. Oh, you crazy person. In case you didn't know, the enemies did not land. They thought about it, and then they chose not to, which I am a little bit disheartened at, because they should have landed. I know it, you know it. They should have just stood and delivered, and they chose not to. That's upsetting. Okay, let's just keep going until they do, because they're going to have to. Either I'm going to have to go to them, or they're going to have to go to me. And either way is fine. As far as I'm concerned, either way it's fine. Good. It's okay. What's not okay is if they go all the way to this lefternmost side and then cause me grief over here. That's actually not going to be okay. So let's do this. Let's kind of set up this hero chain. Kyrre is the perfect middle ground to help facilitate. There's 1,000 gold here. I think I need spell points, so we'll stay here overnight. Yeah, we need spell points. So we stay here overnight. There are troops we can purchase, but in the event that they don't come to me, the enemies don't come to me by this new week, then we do want to wait. Why won't you land? Why do you hurt me so? Right about to here. And the only problem is that if the enemies do go to the left-hand side, I can move forces from Willow Glen all the way to Serenity in one day, but I can't move Jellu from one side to the other. So some things work out well, some things do not. Please land. Please land so I can just crush you. There's no way that they've got vision of me. Do they? Is there any way they've got vision of me? Oh, you're so scared. You're such a scaredy cat. Please land. What about this? Octavia, 350 gold a day. She is just sitting here like do. Hello. Come attack me. No, you're kidding me. What is wrong with you people? Because now here's the problem, is I don't know if there's enemies in the darkness there. And the longer the game goes, the better that is for the enemy. The longer the game goes, the better that is for the enemy. By a lot. Not just by a little bit, by a lot. We do have 2 gold mines. 1 and 2, so that's good. Jellu is really good. We've got 10 dragons here. We've got 4 dragons here. I can always set off. I could always buy a boat and go sailing. Oh, it's Moendor? Oh. Well, if that's the case, then folks, I think I've decided this. As much as I really, this is not going quite the way I wanted it to, because I really want to have one big final fight before we kind of log off for the day here. But it's kind of up to the enemy. I don't get to tell them what to do. I control what I do. I don't get to control what they do, which actually feels kind of bad. Kind of bad. Let's see, Kyrre is going to grab here. Yeah, we'll do a full swap. Centaurs. I will even grab the dwarves. No, not quite. Because we had to take a step back. We kind of messed up our hero chain just a bit. Okay, full swap here. Over to Gem. Yeah, we really did kind of mess up our full swap, didn't we? Okay. And then down to here. That'll be okay anyway. Grab the forces. Send everybody over. Oh, hold on. I gotta do this. Go to here. So all the troops in the other castle are unupgraded. These ones are all upgraded, so it's a little bit of a, a little bit of an effort to get everybody on the same page. Everybody getting situated does take just a second. But once I make these upgrades, we're gonna walk into the boat, and I am gonna see if I can do any damage. In fact, you know what? I'm just gonna leave this running. I'm gonna hit pause on the recording, and I'm just gonna leave this running so that way we don't have to have too big of a break, because I do want to see this all the way through. I do want to see this all the way through. We're gonna hit end turn as the enemies do whatever they want to do. I can't tell them what to do. I don't care. And I'm gonna have to hope that this is a big enough army. So a couple of 10% increments with the treasury. I'm gonna hope that this is enough resources. Let's make a full purchase here. Is it everybody? No, that's not everybody. We do have 3 marketplaces, so we're gonna trade as much of this as possible. It's amazing how the economy works. Okay, 2,500 gold left. I'm gonna get elves, and then I'm gonna upgrade them here. And then everybody else we can get, it's gonna be, yeah, it's just gonna be unicorns. Is that the force you want? I guess I'll take the unicorns. So folks, this is the army that we're leaving. We're leaving behind about 200 centaurs. We're leaving about 72 of these pegasi. We're leaving behind lots and lots of dendroids. But I do want to go out and do damage. And at this point, the gold is already spent. If we could undo the purchases we've made, we would stay behind and wait a little bit longer. We truly would. We would wait a little bit longer, try and get our forces another week's worth of just extra growth. But since we can't, we are going to just set sail. And woe be unto whoever I run into. Woe be under whoever I run into. So Moendor is kind of run. I think that they ran to the south-ish. We're going to go to here. Should I just land? No, I kind of want to land in this area. I don't know why, but this just feels better to me. I am going to... Let's see, I can't purchase another boat. I need a little bit more time. Everybody else is just waiting. Oh, I hope nobody lands on this side now that I've left the coast. Oh, I hope. Okay, so far so good. We're going to use the favorable winds. I could land here and then just work on Galthran. Let's do this. Let's go mix this up. Let's go make some fights happen. He is our toughest hero. 13, 15, 8, and 10. That's a lot of attack. That's a lot of defense. I'm still going to be the better hero. I don't have nearly as much knowledge, which is kind of bad because any amount of extra knowledge with this Tome of Fire magic does give me the opportunity to maybe cast more fire elementals. Right now I can cast 2. I don't know if that's good. In fact, I think that might be bad. We'll keep that in mind. Pegasi. I think you want dwarves in the middle, Pegasi at the bottom, just so that way these 3, if there's like an AoE damaging attack, that you don't get completely swamped. Let's see if Galthran attacks me. Let's see if I can start taking some enemy castles. If the enemies go completely on the defensive, oh, that's interesting. If they go completely on the defensive, then I'm feeling much better. If Galthran wants to trade, so he doesn't want me. He does not want me. I don't think I can reach him. Yeah, I cannot reach him. That's so unfortunate. So wherever he will run, okay, so be it. I'm going to take all your other castles. I needed the gold anyway. Just please don't land up here. In fact, Octavia needs to get away from the coast. Last time I was trying to bait enemies in. This time I'm trying to keep enemies out. Really trying to keep enemies out. Let's see if we can hand over +2 attack here. Just in case Gem does need to defend. Soldare. Any other upgrades just in case? Yeah. Definitely want the upgraded hull. The dead. Everybody else is just kind of waiting. Does the enemy land? Does Galthran land? Oh, he does. There's so many forces there still. There's still so many forces here. Okay. All right. Sure. Do I win here? I think I do. Wow, look at the losses. These are fine. 18 Sharpshears goes down. That is actually rather incredible. I am so good for that. Now, I do want to be kind of careful with my spell points. I don't have a ton. Best thing for me, I think, is actually to kill here. Okay. I'm going to wait on the Pegasi for just a moment. Sharpshooters are going to kill as many of these Walking Dead as possible. They killed a lot of them. Yeah, and if the Gold Dragons gets collapsed on, we might just do a Fireball. We might just do a... who knows what. We'll do something. Okay. Yeah, I think I just do a Fireball here, actually. 125 points of damage. I'll kill skeletons and skeletons. Sweet. And then this is actually going to save me an extra round of turret shots because the Pegasi can kill here. Cool, that'll work. So 9 Sharpshears goes down, not too bad. Level 2 Mage Guild, I'll take it. I'll take it. And at this point, you've kind of committed. You've committed to being here. This is who I am. This is where I'm at. All of this is going to suffer on the home front, but at this point, I guess I'm just going to trade you castles. Now, oh, this is so bad. I just don't have the gold. Do not have the gold. There's too many forces here. If you hand over all these forces, I mean, you just lose. I wish I could purchase them and then just make them go away. Oh, this is not good. Okay, we've evacuated from troops from there. Let's just hold tight. Full swaps. Wait, Tavia's going to go to there. So Braun is going to try and lead Red away. You're just staying put. You're staying put. Staying put. That's all we can do. Single stacks. And I'm going to cause a lot of heartbreak for the enemy abroad. And they're going to hand me some pretty decisive losses here at home too. I did not think Gem was going to go down. So that's a free... Wow, this guy is so tough. That's a free 2 attack skill from the Centaur's Axe. That's actually okay. Folks, that's actually okay. Folks, Plague actually saved my bacon. Look at this. Look at this. I was just saying, oh, I wish I could get rid of all these forces. And now we have. And now we have. All right. Good things do happen to good people. That's you know, I mean, assuming I'm a good person. Wow, that's crazy. Okay, in this case, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna assume that Kyrre is super fast and is gonna be able to run wherever need be. I'm gonna send Braun. I'm gonna just have Braun hang out over here because sure, why not? And yeah. I mean, what are you doing? What is that guy doing? Where's he going? I don't even know. Where's this guy going? He doesn't even know. Okay, we're gonna skip for now. Yeah, this is just really some odd stuff. I'll hand over everything through Octavia. I can save. Yeah, everything I can save. My goodness, this has just become a very weird moment for me, and I'm not sure how to be. Like, I just don't know how to exist. So they go back, they take these forces. Okay. We'll just accept that because I can't stop it. And now I'm going to have Kyrre run. So Octavia is going to go scout the way. Step out of the way just so Kyrre can get through if they need to. And then, yeah, I guess I'm just going to purchase all these forces here. All the ones I can. Oh, wait, there's not room in the garrison. That's what the problem is. Okay, so full forces. Send them. Whoop, that doesn't do it. Send them. I guess I'll leave some of the undead and some of these other riffraff types troops there. We are out of gold, so, you know, this isn't great. But if the enemy, if they get back into the water, I might just be able to go out and attack them in a little bit. I mean, this could be interesting. Aislinn was here. I had no idea Aislinn was here. The losses are crazy. I'm just this tough. I don't think that Aislinn has any chance. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Look at this. We're going to kill 1,100 skeletons. The AI thinks that we're going to just absolutely stomp this fight. Oh my goodness. 13 ghost dragons. I actually think that your best bet is to slow these dragons. I don't know what your best bet is, but I do want to slow these dragons. You can attack them. There's 13. I mean, you're going to do so much damage. Do you kill the full stack? You might kill the full stack and then do a full retaliation there. I just want to make sure that the sharpshooters get their chance to go. I'm just going to go. I'm going to attack 6 ghost dragons. There's a slow. I'm fine with that. I think that then... Tell you what, I kind of just want to counter that onto the sharpshooter stack. The gold dragons are safe because the dread knights can't reach them. I'm gonna wait here. I kind of want to just kill a full stack of skeleton warriors. Kill 800. Oh my goodness. Yeah, and the dragons are taking a lot of damage, don't get me wrong. But everything else is fine. By the way, the resistance was really nice. Centaur captains, war unicorns, and silver pegasi did not get slowed, which is great. And so that actually might mean that the enemy tries to slow me down again in the future. Did I lose a single gold dragon? I don't think I lost a single gold dragon. That is pretty wild. Pretty wild indeed. I'm just going to kill vampire lords. We lose 2. Centaurs are being crazy. Okay. Okay. Yeah, 1 ghost dragon. This does not bother me at all, though. In fact, I kind of just want to do the fireball to get rid of this ghost dragon. 125 points of damage versus 122. Yeah, that'll do it. We'll just go right here. Little fireball. I just want to take out the speediest unit, so that way the sharpshooters can for sure take out the dread knights in a second. And then I do want the gold dragons to do as much damage as I can. We got 188 HP. With the good luck, we kill many of the zombies. I'm actually surprised that the zombies killed 1 gold dragon there. That was probably a mistake. I should probably have stayed away from this creature and done my damage with the sharpshooters and just use them to keep this going. But here we are. Might as well do the damage. Implosion onto the centaurs. 90 centaur captains goes down. That's actually fine. I've had worse. I've seen worse, I've been worse. Oh no! I didn't realize that the skeleton warriors were still here. They were just kind of hiding. Unicorn should have attacked them. Well, centaur captains are going to get into the fray. Another 60 of those goes down. Wow, crazy. So next round of combat, the sharpshooters are going to kill the rest of the zombies. Everybody else just needs to focus on skeletons. That's fine. The AI did fight this fight much better than I did, like no doubt. No doubt. But I mean, it's fine, I guess. +1 level. And here's the deal. Picking up this Helm of Chaos for the +3 knowledge is actually kind of a big deal. You saw how much of a struggle that was for me just a minute ago. So not having implosion does hurt. Doesn't feel good. Everything else though, we'll make it happen. We'll make it happen. Okay, fastest unit is the gold dragons. I'm assuming that there's nobody over there. I don't know, there could be. Let's make a quick hire. Halon! Oh, we don't have gold. And Halon is going to just go explore and just make sure there's nothing over here that we really want. Or like an enemy or something. Now, hold on. What is our... We got to defeat everybody. Okay, so the win objective is just defeat everybody. Okay, I can do that. I can do that. And we're going to find out what this guy does in just a second. Wild stuff. Okay. Forces suffer bitter defeat. I'll accept that. So Galthran is super fast. Super fast. I think that we just head underground with these forces then. And we're probably going to try and hero chain forces back while Octavia goes to slow these enemies down. Like, yeah, it's a pretty castle if she can reach. Probably shouldn't have even gotten that crystal cavern if that's the case. Huh. Well, there's not a lot of thinking here at this point. This is just go, go, go. That's all this is. Did I? Yeah, that's right. I forgot. I slowed myself down because I moved all my forces. My bad. Okay, well, this is okay. We're going to continue on. I guess I could have picked up this magic well here to get full spell points. That's fine. Galthran is very fast, though. He is a speed demon. Is this... Yeah, pack... She's got no spells. If she had any spells, she could probably do that. Soldare's got some forces. I don't think I can get enough forces to actually win this fight, but I'd like to try. Because if I can just take that castle, then very briefly, for just a moment in time... Oh dear. Then I can maybe fight for it next week, which could be really good. The enemy's kind of peeled off a little bit. We're going to send just the very best troops right now. This is going to stay behind. I guess we'll take the vampires. I guess we'll take the big Walking Dead. I mean, if he's going to just stay right here, maybe I just stay right here and try. It's only day 4. It's day 4 and there's no reinforcements coming. I mean, it's day 4. University, not really going to help me. Is there anything else in the corner? I don't think so. The scouting is actually doing wonders for me there, though. Let's hit end turn. Red is still hanging around. He's not getting as much value as he would like, which I am so good for. So I'm going to take all your castles. I'm going to take all your castles, dude. Yeah, that's not even worth fighting. I'm going to stop in just to get the extra spells. I'm going to stop in just to pick up a little scout that can go do some stuff for me. Basic fire magic, okay, good to know. Do I have another castle up here? I think that this is the final castle, and then I just have to head back. Yeah, it's just you. It's just you. Okay, so we're just gonna sit here, hope that the enemy doesn't get us. Taking all the free stuff back that we can. Yeah, and Kyrre is gonna just be on the heels, ready to dart in. You can't get from there to there. There's no way you can get from there to there, but if he gets close to me and then I can just run right by him, that would actually be sick. That'd be like the coolest play ever. Please let me just run right by you. Okay, one enemy lands. Oh, town portal. We did see that there's a town portal in play, so that's actually not surprising. Okay. All right, there's got to be at least one more castle here up here, though. Not there. Maybe up here. We do want the knowledge. Oh, Zaya's back. I gotta pick up the knowledge. I don't think you can get in over here. Yeah. That's just dead space. So you're gonna take my 2 castles, but I'm gonna take everything else. And Month of the Plague actually saved me so well. So good. I don't know if there's an enemy underground. There could be. It's even worth hiring a hero just to go find out. Genova, 350 gold a day. Lovely to see you. Always a pleasure. I guess you can go to the left, you can go to the right. I think that the left is going to take you up here, so let's do that. Halon wants to, yeah, just take sulfur mines, I guess. Even just keeping Walking Dead away from the enemy could be useful. And where did you go? I think he moved back to there. I stay right here. Am I in range? Probably not. Not with 4-speed creatures. Probably not. If it was a mine, I mean, there's a sawmill right here. I could potentially leave forces as guardians and then be ready to move fast the next day. You can't really do that at the Enchanted Spring. I'm just gonna, I'm as close as I dare to get. I hope I don't lose Kyrre. I might. But if I do, that's not the worst thing to ever happen. Okay, that cannot be allowed to happen though. No, this cannot be allowed to happen. We're gonna hire... Thankfully, we never hired Ulan, so we do have somebody who can be a good defender. We're gonna give them a spellbook. Already got it. Perfect. Yeah, and we're gonna just defend until day 1, first thing in the morning. You just can't be allowed to do more than that to me. And then I will come back for Zai after I take your castle. Castle's actually more important at this point. Easy win. Looks like there was no losses there. Well, okay, I'm gonna do one quick. I'm gonna do just the AoE Inferno Bomb. Let's go right there. That'll do. And if I attack here, good morale there. Oh, good morale there is easy. Okay, perfect. That'll actually save us some troops. And then we will head back south to pick up Zai, because Zai doesn't have any forces. And then there's going to be one enemy. We're going to get out of this scenario. It's going to be fine. We are continuing to scout. Again, just making sure there's no surprises. Right now, we are in the trying to mitigate any possible surprises. That's the only thing that we're here for at the moment. You're staying put. You're fine. There's another subterranean gate up here. Okay. And we didn't see where the enemy went. I'm just gonna full send with Kyrre. Maybe we can do it. Not quite. But at least the enemy is gonna come back for Kyrre. I don't want to lose these forces, but I'm so confident when we eventually fight Galthran again that I'm just not gonna worry about it. Okay. They try to run. We get attacked. Forces suffer a bitter defeat. Let's just take a quick look again. 157. It's only bone dragons until he upgrades them. Yeah, until he upgrades them. If I just run, then we save a lot of forces. Surrendering is pretty expensive. I don't want to do that. I'm just going to retreat. Any amount of forces just get turned into skeletons, which he doesn't have any of, which is weird. In that case, you might as well do some damage. You might as well. One bone dragon. Dead. Field onto the vampires. Yeah, we'll just focus on as many of these bone dragons as we can. We'll see how it goes. Tons of damage from 157 liches. It's so many liches. We'll wait. We'll attack. One more bone dragon goes down. And maybe, I don't think that 17 Dendroids are going to kill a single one of these Black Knights. They don't. All right, and now it's time to retreat. We will retreat now. We killed three bone dragons. That's okay. Archdevil growth is up. Halon is underground. I don't see anything in here yet. We're going to take out Zai. Today, where did you go? There you are. Tomorrow we will take out Zai. We do see Naga Queens. I'll get them just for funsies. And I really want to see the enemies try and sail back. I mean, just the base race and kind of trading these forces really worked well for me. Like, that worked so well. I don't know why the enemies took forever to come and get me, but we've even got this one bastion of strength here in Willow Glen. I think we'll defeat all this, and then we just got to go track down that one guy. Now, here's the question for you. And maybe it's not, maybe I'm making too much of this, but I've been operating under this idea that I absolutely win. But do I, though? I might not. I might not win. So I'm not going to apply this battle result. I do want to see if I can keep the enemy from running. I don't have a mass anything. I do have the Inferno, though. I could Armageddon, if you wanted to. 140 points of damage. That's not going to kill much of anybody. Not going to kill much of anybody. Okay, well. I guess we can't kill anybody, so we won't try to kill anybody. It's a shame. Looks like the enemies are going to run. Yeah, okay. All right, that's fine. But the continent is now ours. Continent is now ours. It's actually much quicker to sail going to go underseas. Genova's going to see if she can find anything up here that's worth having, but the enemies did have access to this area. Oh, look, and the undergrounds are connected in a way that I did not anticipate last time. Yeah, look at this. Okay, that's kind of neat. So one of you will go south, one of you will go north. I do want to send whatever forces I have here. I'm just going to buy everybody and do a full swap. Like so. That'll leave this castle kind of undefended, but I do want Ulan to go try and track down Moandor. And maybe I can get the enemies to... I don't know. If I just don't want them to land. And maybe I can go out and deal with my opponent before they can rally any more forces. So we're going to go to here. Unfortunately, I think we're going to have to hire a boat and then, yeah. Oh, we do make it. I didn't think that we'd make it back into the water in the same day. There's another underground up here. Oh, on this island. It's very interesting. Okay. Got a free boat. So we got 2 in the water. I will hire one more hero just to... Kyrre, sweet, my guy. They're going to take all these additional forces. And then just be ready to patrol. Yeah, if Kyrre just patrols in this area, then anybody that lands who's just got 1 or 2 skeletons is not going to be a problem. And then, as long as we keep this Castle of Willow Glen, this is going to be another 15 woodsmen, elves, and then maybe some other forces. We'll see. But the enemy is just kind of staying in their little corner. Yeah, look at that. They're just staying in their little corner. Who attacked me? Oh, who is this? Jellu feels that the odds are overwhelming. Do you want to retreat? Obviously not. Oh, it's Galthran. He came to get me. Oh, I did not anticipate this at all. Folks, this is actually very exciting because this is either the end of the playthrough in a good way or it's the end of the playthrough in a bad way. It looks like this is not going to be close at all. They pulled a swap on me. I did not see this coming. I lost track of Galthran and now here we are. So we're going to not apply this result. This is unfortunate because somebody's got to go deal with the power liches. And it can't be the gold dragons because I didn't have my positioning correct. If I haste the sharpshooters, they're going to go into 11 speed. Yeah, you got to be 11 speed or better. Got to be 11 speed or better. I don't think that this fight is as tough as they're making it out to be. Well, no, it's actually crazy tough. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, there's a lot of forces, but you got to get somebody on the liches, and everybody's out of position is kind of the problem. I didn't have a chance to kind of adjust the fight. You could always haste the Silver Pegasi, and they can just sit here on the liches. That's not my favorite use of a good spell at the moment, but it is a use of a spell. I'm going to do this. Everybody else is going to be... I mean, I'll take the damage from these bone dragons. By the way, 13 attack, 15 defense, 8 power, 10 knowledge. We have 72 spell points remaining at this point with 15 attack, 16 defense, 12 power, and 10 knowledge. That haste does prevent us from doing 3 stacks of the fire elementals, but we can still do 2. I think I'm just going to wait on the gold dragons. Pegasi are still not going to reach. You're kidding me. No. I thought for sure that the Pegasi were going to reach. Oh my goodness, that is unacceptable. That is unacceptable. Oh, I can't abide that. You really need that first spell to be the right spell. You really need that to be the right spell. I'm gonna end up reloading this fight, folks. Typically what I've committed to is if you lose, you lose, and then you just go back to the beginning. I know I can win this fight. And now I'm gonna keep the same alignments here, but that one haste, well, that's a mistake though. Phixfox, you can't say you're committed to something and then just ignore that commitment. It doesn't work. Like, you can't lie to yourself. But obviously, when the power liches do 4,000 damage, that is a bit of a problem. I do want to fight the fight again, though. I really do. And yeah, I'm gonna fight this fight again. I just feel so inclined. I truly do. You can't sacrifice. Don't panic. How many times do we tell ourselves playing Heroes of Might and Magic, like, hey, Phixfox, don't panic? I end up saying that quite a bit. And there's a reason why, folks. If you panic, things tend to go pretty badly. Things tend to go pretty poorly. Don't panic. Don't panic. 42 attack, 22 defense. Yeah, we'll get some damage off here. Lose 2 gold dragons. Yeah, you gotta invest up here on the Liches. I think you start to do the fire elementals. That's not gonna be enough. 50 fire elementals is not gonna do it. 17 power Liches goes down. There's a haste onto the wraiths. Yeah, so the sharpshooters are gonna get taken out because all these guys are super fast now. And so you actually should have defended. Yeah, because you got to keep the sharpshooter stack alive. That's like your number one thing. You have to keep the sharpshooter stack alive. Okay, so we're going to run. Because I know this fight's a loss. I just know it is. And let's just do this again. Okay, so autosave. We're not going to touch anything else. We're not going to touch anything else. Okay? We are going to fight this fight again. So apply the battle result. No, we're not. Yeah, because you can't waste your first haste. And you cannot leave the sharpshooters out to hang. I kind of wish I had a force field. It's a level 3 spell, isn't it? Yeah, you don't got that. Precision's kind of interesting. Disrupting Ray is actually pretty interesting. Quicksand's kind of interesting. I feel like in this situation, Quicksand's even more interesting than usual. Like, actually more interesting than usual. I think that 3 casts of the Summon Fire Elemental is just not going to do it for you. I think the Fire Shield's actually surprisingly good. Equal to a portion of what it inflicts. I think Fire Shield is super good here. Yeah, you Fire Shield somebody that's really tanky. If I can get the Sharpshooters so they're fast enough to deal with the Power Liches, that might be my best bet. Okay, so I'm going to haste the Sharpshooters this time. It does put them into 12-speed territory. I'm still going to wait on the Gold Dragons. No, if you defend, then you'll take this hit from the Bone Dragons. Everything we do is geared towards protecting these Sharpshooters. That is mission critical. That's what you got to do, right? I don't need additional defense. I'm going to wait here. We will be down to like 12 dragons in a little bit. We're going to kill as many of these Liches as possible. We'll kill half the stack. These Dread Knights are going to get all the way up to there, so we're just going to sit right here. Yeah, we'll just sit right there. Power Liches are still probably going to attack there, but they won't kill the full stack now. Ah, there's the Fire Shield. I knew it was too good of a spell. And now, this time you didn't actually haste the Liches because they're not as good of a stack. I think I'm going to send the Unicorns south. Dendroids are going to attack here, just root these guys. And then the Centaurs are going to step up onto the Sharpshooters and try to protect them in just a little bit. We'll go to here. We'll lose maybe... I don't know, we might lose all of the... Hold on. If I back off, I might not take the damage from the Vampire Lords. Maybe I will. Okay, I'll try to step back. I think they can still reach me. Okay, and they actually attack the Sharpshooters, which is a little bit interesting to me. So we go to here. I do want the Dendroids to last as long as possible, so I'm going to send the Dwarves up to die. They don't completely die, but they mostly die. And now you're rooted in place. Pretty important. Yeah, that Fire Shield's kind of nuts, isn't it? Jeez. Not good. And especially if you are Fire Shielded, I then certainly want to prevent you from doing more damage anywhere else. Okay, and now my Dragons get to go. So Dragons are still going to deal with the Power Liches. This time we're going to attack here with the double hex attack because the Knights have already taken their turn. Fire Shield is, you know, notwithstanding. It's not good, but I've seen worse. You might want to save these Fire Elemental summons just in case the enemies kill Centaurs and Pegasi and stuff. You might. You got the haste, so sharpshooters are gonna be really, really fast. Back here. Good luck, I'll take it. We killed a bunch of power liches. Gotta kill the Dread Knights. I will worry about... Geez, you gotta kill Vampire Lords. Like, you have to kill Vampire Lords. Is precision that good? Let me think about this. Is precision that good? 8 to 10 damage, so Bless is not ideal. 27 attack versus 33 defense versus 25. Anything to increase the attack skill is pretty good. Disrupting Ray kind of does the opposite effect where it just lowers the defense. Yeah, but 27, 25, 27, 33. Ranged attack damage inflicted by the selected unit. I don't know how it works though. I don't know if it just makes your ranged creatures do just more attack skill. I don't know if it just increases their flat damage. And that does matter. That absolutely does matter. Big deal. Big deal. Big deal. Because then precision versus bloodlust will hand to hand. Precision, I guess that is actually my best damage buffing spell, except for the disrupting ray, which will last pretty much forever. I think I've got precision now. I'll start the disrupting ray later. Yeah, so 8 to 10. It's gonna last for 12 rounds. Okay, good. And so it just increases the attack skill because we went from 26, 25 up to 30. So yeah, that actually was pretty much worth it, I would say. I really want to kill so many Vampire Lords. Like, these guys are going to stay put for a little bit. These guys are a problem. You got to kill Vampire Lords. We kill half the stack. 71. That's it. That's it. 71. That's not enough. Not enough. Not enough. Dragons are getting swiped. Not good. Defend, defend. My dear sweet family is home. I'm gonna go say hi to my family. Okay. So then Ballista's turn. Yeah, I think we still want to either fight Dread Knights or Vampire Lords. I mean, the less damage Vampire Lords do, the less they survive. If you attack here, you lose the Dendroids, like pretty much for sure. 30 Dendroids perish. You'll lose them for sure, but you're gonna lose them anyway, I think. If you attack the Bone Dragons, you'll survive. That might be interesting. You'll survive. You will survive. I'm just gonna defend. Yeah, you're still held. You're still rooted in place. I wasn't sure if by waiting your turn and skipping your turn, if they would stay rooted or not. It looks like they do, which is good. Just means you can't move off this space, which is okay. And then I'm gonna send the unicorns up here. Well, there's only 30 power liches. Yeah, but you don't really want to devote all this time to the gold dragons. The wraiths pulling back was pretty good though. Let's attack the bone dragons. We don't want to feed the vampires. We don't want to feed the vampires. Couple bone dragons left. Sharpshooters are still 213 of them. I think I really want to start disrupting ring. And again, vampire lords are a problem. The attack the liches. There's 30 of them. You've been doing tons of damage to them. You got to kill them dead. You have to kill them dead. Yes, you must kill them all the way dead. And we don't even kill them all the way dead just yet. Okay, let's play with the attack skill. 30 attack skill, 25 defense. If I start the disrupting rays here on the Dread Knights, eventually I'll start to do positive damage. I really need some good luck. I really need some good morale. Oh, I could frenzy. No, but that's... Wait a second. Lowers its defenses to increase the ferocity of its attack. Does that work? Ranged? Does that work? Ranged? Gotta try this. 56 freaking attack skill. 0 defense, but 56 attack skill. Yeah, ferocity. This is actually the play, I think. And if that's the play, you're rooted for one more turn. I'm gonna kill Vampire Lords while I can. 127. That was an extra like 50 Vampire Lords. I probably should have cast Ferocity first. I think I actually hurt myself by waiting to cast Ferocity. We're gonna wait, everybody here. Oh, Counter-Strike is up. That's okay. I'm okay with Counter-Strike being where it's at though. Gold Dragons are standing tall. Dread Knights are such a problem. I think that the unicorns are... I think that the unicorns actually have to defeat the vampire lords. Yeah, I think I gotta do this. You kill 10, they get 5 back. That's not great. Centaurs can attack and then get back. No, they cannot. So centaurs can't attack and get back. The silver pegasi can. So we'll defend here. Keep focusing on the vampire lords. Everybody else is going to focus on the vampire lords. Sharpshooters are going to attack dread knights in just a second. So we attack. Tons of damage. That didn't do as much damage as I hoped. Okay. Okay. Yeah, and then I think it's just time for disrupting rays. Oh boy. Oh boy. Down to 7. How many of these guys do we kill? I mean, with 56. Oh no, it's back to... It only lasts for 1 round. It only lasts for 1 round. So that was definitely a mistake. Huge mistake there. Ferocity only lasts for 1 turn. I'm so sad. I thought that would last longer. Unicorns actually survive. Oh, that's crazy. I need all the time I can get. And the wraiths can't even kill the gold dragons yet. So we're just gonna skip. Everybody's gonna defend. Yeah. Oh, forgetfulness. Well, we're gonna have to cure that now. Simply must. Everybody's defending. Yeah, we gotta cure that. So then actually, if that's the case, then I think the disrupting ray is actually not the worst thing that ever happened to me. Do the damage. Wait. Oh, forgetfulness. It's causing half the stack to lose their turns. Half the stack. Half the stack is still too many. Yeah, half the stack is still too many. Are we just going to get into this fight where we cure back and forth, back and forth? I think that's still better for me. So right now, it is 2.2 to 2.7 damage. With the cure, 2.2 to 2.7. So I don't think that the damage calculation... I don't think the damage calculation's helping there. So yeah, the damage calculation said that nothing was going to change, but... you know. Okay. Vampire lords. Oh, I don't have a good way of dealing with them, do I? Down to 40 dread knights. Wraiths are not going to be too big of a problem. You just got to stay put. Please just stay put. Defend. Stay alive. I guess I are mostly alive. Oh, the centaurs are mostly alive. Dragons are mostly alive. I'm going to step the unicorns to here. There's a haste onto the wraiths. But with the power liches... Yeah, with all this going down, I think I'm okay with that. Okay, so centaurs are down. Ballista. I kind of want to just deal with these bone dragons a little bit. I think I can kill the bone dragons with just the ballista. We kill 1 anyway. Oh, the sharpshooters resist the spell. The resistance secondary skill might have just saved us. Might have saved us a lot. Now, there's 391 wraiths, but there's all these dread knights. How do you do this? How do you do this? Turn order is going to matter. Turn order is going to matter. I think you got to kill the wraiths. Yeah, I think you got to kill the wraiths. No, wraiths have already taken their turn. Got to kill the dread knights then. Do you do the frenzy one more time just to kill as many of these enemies as possible? I think you've got to. It's double the damage. With good luck, kill the whole freaking stack! Ah! Insane! Insane! Defend. And you lose the centaur, sure. But you can retaliate against the dragons with no problem. You're gonna get to go... Oh no. 12 speed? 12 speed? Oh no. So the wraiths are gonna get to go. Oh, that's not good. But would you rather have 40 of these enemies deal damage to you, or would you rather have that happen? Okay, at least the frenzy's gonna wear off. Then it's gonna be some defense. Oh, but that's the whole stack of sharpshooters. Oh, what a crazy moment, though. You're fine until you can't defend anymore. If I gotten 1 more attack off against these wraiths, I think we win. I think we win. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna fight this fight again because I think that if I get good morale, good luck with the sharpshooters, and also if I use frenzy appropriately, if I use frenzy one turn earlier, I think I'm much better off. This came down to just like spell points, right? Spell points absolutely mattered in this fight. I think the frenzy at the right time changes this drastically, way more so than the precision would matter. So I'm gonna stick with this, folks. We're gonna stick with this. Because either you win this fight or you lose the entirety of the Shadow of Death. So we're just gonna keep at this because I think I can do this. I think I can do this. Okay. Just because at this point we're just trying to win the game, win the scenario, I am gonna do this. I'm gonna move this to here, I'm gonna move that to there. I just want the dragons to be able to deal with the big bad evil liches on round 1. Are there any adjustments I should make? Flame tongue, no. This is all fine. This is all fine. Okay, so we hit end turn. Wouldn't it be crazy if the AI just didn't attack me now because they're like, oh wow, Phixfox actually made a fight of this? And I'm like, heck yeah, I did. Yeah, it's crazy that we were able to kill so much. So let's fight this one more time. If I can't win this fight, we will just call it good and we'll call it dead and done for the rest of the deal. But now at least I can reach the power liches. Now, the only problem is that now the Dread Knights are going to come attack your dragons immediately. That might be actually more of a problem. Like strategically, that actually might hurt you worse. Because yeah, if the bone dragons attack Silver Pegasi... Hold on, I'm going to do this one more time. One more time. Because I don't want the Silver Pegasi there. I don't want the dragons, the bone dragons, to get a shot off in the very beginning of the round. So we're going to move it like this. Before it was like this... Now we're going to keep this there and just move this to here. No, not a 2-hex creature. It's got to be the dwarves. But that puts them so far away from all this other stuff. Unicorns can fight them. Unicorns can take a bit of a hit. They can dish out a bit. I will let the unicorns do this. Okay. All right. Oh, let's make this happen. Just got to get good morale a few times. Just a few times. And then this is solid. So do you still attack the power liches? This is kind of a question I'm not too sure about, because if you do attack, you're gonna get hammered by these Dread Knights. I think I'd really prefer to just do the haste first. Wait here. Kill as many of these guys as possible. Kill half the stack. I'll wait on the Silver Pegasi. Fire Shield is such an interesting spell on the power liches. I do not know what to think about that. Unicorns are doing a great job with these bone dragons. Centaur captains, wow, we actually lost way more this time, which is not good. Dwarves at least can reach to here. Oh, I guess I'll go here. I just want to make sure that we didn't run into any problems here. Dendroids can't reach here. Doing the best they can, though. Yeah, we'll still work on these bone dragons, because sure, why not? Yeah, dragons have already kind of taken their turn. Yeah, and so now the vampire lords and the bone dragons didn't get a first shot off. Dragons are going to handle all this, but my defenders are a little bit thinned out. A little bit more thinned out than I would like. Okay, it's going to immediately be the frenzy onto the sharpshooters. We're going to continue to attack here. I think that wraiths are going to pull back. I'm going to do as much damage to these Dread Knights as I possibly can, because 53 attack skill can't be wrong. We'll kill most of the stack. Geez, that was 40 Dread Knights that goes down. And then I kind of want to keep the Silver Pegasi alive. I'm going to wait just in case the Centaur Captains goes down. Fire Shield onto the vampires. Okay. Yeah, dwarves are staying steady. Okay, I guess they just lost their turn. Okay. Yeah, bone dragons on unicorns though. That's a fight that I'm okay with. I am okay with that. So centaurs will stay. But this is a problem now, because now if the Dread Knights are here, the Dendroids don't get to attack the Dread Knights on the first round, then you got a problem. So you actually need the Dendroids in the 3rd position and Battle Dwarves in the 4th position. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to get this right. I'm going to give myself the best chance to win this. And I don't feel bad. Yeah, because you need it here. 3rd position, 4th position. That way, when you get the Dendroid's turn, they can root the Dread Knights, and you can keep them far away from you until that exhausts itself. So apply this battle result. No. So we still want to haste. I do like this haste. I do think that the haste is nice. So we wait. I don't know. You're still not going to get, you know, crazy amounts of damage. Silver Pegasi will wait. That's weird. I've never seen that before. Or is that because you're going for the... Is that because you're going for the den? What are you doing? That's crazy. I'm good for that. Yeah, please do that. Okay. Lose all but 8 of the centaurs. That's really not good. But here, I don't know. Do the dendroids reach? Do they not reach? There's a little hole. So Pegasi are going to have to go to here. Dwarves will help on the bone dragons because sure, why not? Yeah, they did that on purpose, didn't they? You dirty dog, you did that on purpose. They didn't want to get rooted, and so they ran the other direction. What a cool AI move. What a cool move from the AI. Okay, so we step up. Old dragons are going to go do their damage. Good luck, we'll take it. I mean, there's only 41 power liches left. In fact, the wraiths are going to reach you anyway. You might as well attack here. Kill a bunch. The ferocity is left our bones. We'll do frenzy again. And I wonder what happens if I just kill... Do you got to kill the vampire lords first? Because of this single hex type weird stuff going on here. Yeah, but Dread Knights are going to do so much, and they can do the death blow attack, and if they do, they just walk right through anybody. But if you kill a lot of vampire lords, then they might never come back. It's down to 86. That's pretty good. I will just defend on these silver Pegasi. Do they survive? Okay, that's fine. This is kind of what I wanted. I just couldn't have the Black Knights here. That's the one thing I couldn't do. Uh-oh. Whoops. I say whoops, but it's not really a whoops. It's more like a ah. Yeah, because now my defenders are not in the appropriate way. The enemy has kind of pulled me in these odd new directions. Now, this is interesting, though. The Liches are completely handled and the Gold Dragons are still active. That is kind of interesting. I'm going to save the Battle Dwarves. I just don't want to eat a retaliation. I just don't see the need for it. Might as well do damage from range while you can. Yeah, and what do you do for these guys? You got a couple more frenzies. I think you kill... You don't have a double hex attack here. So many vampire lords. So many vampire lords. How many vampire lords returned 6 rows from the dead? That's actually not too many. I think you gotta wait a turn before that really concerns you. So most of the bone dragons. I think you gotta frenzy again. You must bring down Dread Knights. Please get good luck or good morale. That's okay. That's okay. We still killed 40. You defend on the Silver Pegasi. And the fact that they just spent the time there on the Bone Dragons is fine. Or the Battle Dwarves. I'm just glad that the Battle Dwarf stack stayed alive. I don't want to take the damage from these Wraiths. I kind of want to just slide back to here. Like, War Unicorns, I can do a little bit of damage to the Wraiths. That's just not my job, though. And even doing damage to the Vampire Lords, not really the War Unicorn's job. You are fairly well equipped to doing damage to them. They're gonna recover 10. You're gonna kill 10 to 15, call it. You're gonna kill 10 to 15, and they're gonna get 10 back, and you're gonna take the retaliation. Kind of just want to kill these Bone Dragons, or I want to step back to here. If I step back to here, that's one more enemy that the enemies have to deal with. Wraiths are gonna attack here. Dragons are still staying alive. Staying alive. Staying alive. Step to here, so that way the Centaurs actually can't get attacked. That's actually really good. Really good. I kind of want to just wait with the Gold Dragons. Nah, you gotta get some damage off. Wait, why am I still frenzied? Is that how that works? I don't know how this works anymore. I don't know how Heroes works anymore. Gold Dragons are going to attack. They're still going to kill. Well, but they got the high defense, so the Vampire Lords are not going to recover as many. Oh, but there is the fire shield to worry about. Okay. If I can kill... Okay, and it has worn off. So the frenzy has worn off. I've got to do the frenzy one more time. I get 2 more frenzies. I get this one, and I get the next one. I'm going to kill... Do you want to kill Wraiths with 20 attack? Or Dread Knights with 31, and they can do the bonus damage? You got to hit the Dread Knights one more time, and then you have to have one more good turn against the Wraiths. But we're going to attack here. Good luck! Good luck! It happened again! It happened again! I think good luck is better than good morale. Well, it doubles the damage, but like, still, it happened again. It happened again. Ha ha ha. We just have to survive, baby. Just survive. Because now, at this point, the enemy can't reach me. I'm only going to have one more frenzy, but the enemy's not going to be able to reach me. Wraiths can't kill 4 gold dragons. They can kill the dwarves, but they can't get into me. I think I did it. I think I just have to wait. There's the forgetfulness. That's okay. We will take the forgetfulness. That's fine. It's fine. This is okay. This is okay. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. Everybody be cool. Do you cast the frenzy? And double... Basically double your damage, but you get half the stack? Or do you wait? I mean, you're going to kill so many Wraiths. I think you just... Is there another spell you can cast that's still going to help you? We could precision. Yeah, it's like a little bit, though. I think you just do the frenzy. Don't even think. Yeah, it'll cut your damage in half because of the forgetfulness. But you're still going to do this. You're going to kill as many Wraiths as possible. You kill about half the stack. Okay. And everybody's defending. We're not going crazy here. Unicorns do want to kill this dragon. I mean, the Silver Pegasi can get attacked if they want to get attacked anyway. So we'll attack here. Let's deal with them. Defending. Defending. Gotta kill... At this point, you gotta kill the vampires. At this point, you must kill the vampires. Now, we don't have any more spells, so we can't, like, fix the spells. Yeah, and now all of a sudden we're only killing 41 vampires. Just defend, baby. Meteor shower. Everybody resisted the spell. That was crazy. Oh, that was crazy. I think you just do damage to the vampire lords at this point. Yeah, just gotta do the damage to the vampire lords. A little bit down, a little bit up. A little bit down, a little bit up. I guess I survive another turn. $255. He's got 7 spell points left. Down to 22. You defend on the Pegasi again. Oh, that's not good. So the magic arrow actually causes us a lot of grief because now the sharpshooters have to figure this out. We're going to attack here. One unicorn goes down. There's still a couple of these vampires here. We're going to step in front. Battle dwarves. We're not going to attack. 14 vampires. You're gonna attack here twice. You're gonna wait on the sharpshooters. Hopefully you kill on this retaliation. Do you kill him on the retaliation? There's no retaliation. You have to wait here. Because unicorns are gonna have to... You're gonna have to kill the vampire lords with the sharpshooters and then be able to step back. So all the damage is gonna matter here. All the damage is gonna matter. 12. Down to 8. Oh. Kill here, please. Got him. And then big shot here. Kill half. Big shot here. Kill most. 25 wraiths. Get out of my game. Now it took 3 to 5 tries. But we got him. But we got him. Folks, for a 10-month hiatus from playing Heroes 3, I don't even care. I don't even care. I'm going to accept this. You know why? You know why? Because this was exciting. Because this was fun. Top tier skill, always fun to watch. I love watching people with top tier skill in Heroes of Might and Magic 3. It's one of my favorite things in the world. There was some skill here, and it was exceptionally exciting. And for that, I accept this. Now, we still got to go kill this guy. But at this point, I mean, at this point, you saved the sharpshooter stack. What can they do against you? What can they do against you? The answer, not too much. So folks, let's do this. Let's hire all these forces. And it's a full swap. And it looks like we can't really get out that way. Okay, perfect. We're going to send all these forces to here. We're just going to do a full swap and then swap on the undead here. I'm going to take the 16 war unicorns over the wraiths. Yeah, that's going to be fine. And then we just have to go sailing. We're going to end up... Oh, hi, Zai. We're going to end up over here, though, because Alagar is going to have plenty of forces for us. So let's head north. Let's get out of this playthrough. We're going to get out of this playthrough. We're going to have a great time doing it. Moendor is maybe still in a boat somewhere, wherever they're at. I don't even know, and I don't even care. Because we know where Zai is, and that's exceptionally good. Everybody else is kind of where they need to be. Yeah, this all looks fine. You're good. You're good. What's to the south? There's a gold mine. Let's prevent the enemy from getting advantages in that way. Yeah, we're just going to end this. So one hero lands. I think there's 2 castles, 3 heroes right now. 2 castles, 3 heroes. One enemy landed right there. North. Yeah, there you are. And it is Moendor. Golly, I can't believe we're actually going to get out of this scenario. And again, typically, I make it my business to, you know, restart the scenario if I lose like that. That's what competitive play is for at this point. Now, in the future, I will return to this sort of, I don't know, this sort of commitment. But I think that's actually, folks, if I can be honest with you, I think that's part of the reason why I stopped playing Here's My Magic 3 for a while, is I put way too much pressure on myself. I really did. I put way too much pressure on myself. And I wanted to be not just good, but great. And that's good. That's good to aspire to that. That's really a good thing. There's nothing wrong with that. But I tend to get in my own way sometimes, in a way that just kind of hurts me. And so I took a break, and it was 10 months. It was a 10-month break. And so coming back doesn't feel bad at all, because this feels like a return to something wonderful. Like the joy is here. I got a lot of joy with this. This feels great. This feels really great. You know what else feels great? You again. Can I reach you? Can I reach you? So I can't reach here. It's day 7. There's going to be full forces ready to defend that area. I can't reach you. And Zai is coming up the way. I tell you what, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. So Uland is gonna go fairly close. We're gonna backtrack to here. I'm gonna send everybody, but I guess dragons and sharpshooters. I'll send everybody else. I'll even send these nice artifacts so somebody can defend later. And Uland or whoever else is going to have to defend this area. I'm gonna redo this general area. Alagar can back off. Right about to there. We're gonna take these other castles. We're gonna try and defend Dark Eternal with whoever we've got. Kyrre does have, again, Kyrre's got the forces. This is why we have Kyrre. Try and respond to these sorts of shenanigans. It's day 7, so we're going to hire a hero here with Melodia. She's going to try and reach to there next turn. Perfect. And so it's going to be forces here, these forces, and then we're going to evacuate these, and then we're just going to hope that with these artifacts that Uland is bringing that everything works out fine. So Halon is, I don't know. I don't really need Halon at the moment. I'll have them continue on just in case. You're staying put. You are just... You're going to evacuate these troops, I think. Yeah, Agent is going to be ready to evacuate troops. 7-speed creature, that's pretty fast. So after Galthran lands... Okay. 1 red hero goes into the water. Or underground, actually. Galthran does not land. Week of the Rat. That's actually pretty interesting to me. So let's do full purchase here. Whoops. Yeah, full purchase including the skeleton. All skeletons. We are going to make this trip here, but I don't know what to expect now that the enemy has not landed. I still think that they were going to land up there, but now I'm not too sure. Aislinn continues to explore. I don't have the resources, or rather the hero availability, to hire one more hero like I was kind of hoping for. Uland is continuing to head south. If I need another hero, I'll tell you what, if I need another hero to evacuate troops, Agit is going to be really upset at me. But now I just want to hire these forces and then do a hero swap. Let's do Malcolm. Like so. 42 dwarves is actually a bunch. It's a surprising amount, actually. Full swap. Here. Okay, we're gonna go to here. Little swap. Send over all these forces. What's best here? Unicorns, war unicorns, dendroids. You definitely want to do this. And get another 43 of these sharpshears. I kind of want to just split the sharpshears into two groups. Keep the dwarves behind for now. Just go dragons and unicorns and make that happen. I think that this enemy is just right on this other side. Yeah, that's fine. And then we'll send the rest of these forces just up the way. Let's try and reach into this area. Because meanwhile, so long as this guy hasn't landed, I'm not too concerned. I just don't know what to do here. So if they land here, you want to be over there. If they land over here, you want to be over there. There's one more castle that we haven't purchased the troops from. I'm gonna just dismiss Melodia. We only got 12k gold left, but I'm gonna rehire Gem, I guess. Oh my goodness, I keep doing that. We'll get the dragons, we'll get the Dread Knights, Dread Lords. And we're gonna start to send these south, just in case. It's like a evacuation. Genova is worth 350 gold. That's why I'm keeping her at the moment. I'm just going to sit right here and be ready to go either north or south to try and head off Galthran. I don't know if I'm going to be effective or good at that or not. Let's see where he lands. He lands nowhere. He still is in the boat. Crazy. And that actually makes me think that I want to go all the way to the eastern seaboard. So much so that I'm going to stop puppy guarding. We'll send these over. Maybe not. We will send these over. Phixfox, no. Phixfox, yes. Problem is Uland. I don't want Uland to actually fight. I suppose I can land here. I'm going to do this. I'm going to land here. Kyrre is going to head up the eastern seaboard. Again, trying to get those artifacts. We waited a few days for Uland, and I wonder if that actually made the enemy slow down. Maybe they weren't sure where they wanted to go. Maybe they weren't sure what they wanted to do. I don't know. By the way, that was 94 spell points we just picked up. That's not a small thing. We're going to grab this castle first and then the other castle next. Algar is preventing enemy shenanigans. So one enemy in the water. And they're sailing back? No, they land on Genova. But that is way far out of position. Yeah, this feels way far out of position. What are you doing, bro? It's not going to help you. Okay, should be easy fight. 22... Yeah, 22. Sharpshears goes down. That's actually acceptable, all things considered. We'll take out Zai next turn. Hopefully they don't get a land anywhere. And so now, it'll be Uland that goes as far south as they can go. Halon's going to go up, and then we're going to dismiss them. Black Market, that's kind of interesting. I did not know this was here. Let's dismiss. Back up here. Iron Heroes, Zyron, because he just looks cool. In case you didn't notice, that's like one of the best reasons to do anything. Phixfox, why did you do that? What was the sneaky tactical decision that led to you hiring that interesting looking hero? Well, I'll tell you. He looked interesting. Whoa, that is a novel idea. It looked interesting. Yes, indeed. In case you did not know, that is the best reason to do anything. Yeah, kind of want to get rid of somebody here. I think it's actually time to get rid of Malcolm. And dismiss Malcolm. Ulan's gone as far as they can go. Kyrre can go further. I think if I hire a hero here... Whoops. Krelion. Most important purchases there. Including this much resources. And if I sit right about here, I think that Ulan can reach there next turn. Yeah, they can. And so then Krelion can go in. So we're going to go from here to there. We'll try and head them off in just a moment or so. Oh, and he gets back into the water. You are just a horrible person. Okay. Big fight. Easy win. Centaur's Axe. Glad to have that back. And I want to get into the boat. Really do. Quickly as I can. Let's do full swap. Full swap. That's better there. This is so messy because not everybody is upgraded equally. Krelion's going to get into this opportunity there. And then just back off. In fact, I think I'm just going to dismiss. And because the enemy has gotten back into the boat, I think I just stay right here and I'm ready to go north. I'm ready to go south. I don't think I can get here and back, which is why I've made space to hire one more hero. This is where Phixfox just throws out all the rules. You don't get attached to anybody. None of you people matter. Not one of you. Because with 140 sharpshooters, I am confident. I am confident that we've got this. We've played Ring Around the Rosie for far too long with these enemies. Just gonna land right there. If you get back into the boat, I think I can still reach you. You need defenders? We'll do a couple of defenders. I'm gonna hire a hero in just a second. Time to get rid of you. And this is where the Noose kind of closes in. So this witch is going to be ready to go. Stig is going to be ready to go. Galthran, what do you want, buddy? They want a castle. They're going to get it. But I'm actually going to fight this fight myself just to make sure I can cast as many spells as possible. Yeah, so Galthran, with all of his efforts, all of his worthwhile time, he just cast one of his last spells. He's going to have like 1 or 2 spell points when we fight. Folks, it's officially over, and it feels so good to say that, because this was not the easiest fight I ever had. I'm going to hit Q now and just let it go. And he tries to run. He's not going to get far enough. Not going to get far enough. The cover of darkness will not hide you. And Galthran, the enemy has fled. Whoever this enemy hero is here, I don't really know. I don't really care. And Jelu is going to finish this off. Glorious victory against Mondor. Glyph of Ballantree. And Galthran goes down. Cape of Velocity, Pendant of Holiness, Greater Null's Flare, Buckler of the Null King, Quiet Eye of the Dragon, Bird of Perception. Red has been vanquished. That was an exciting playthrough, even if it was a little rocky at times, and I've had a lot of fun with this playthrough. I can't tell you the last time I had so much fun playing Heroes of Might and Magic 3. It's good to be back. It's good to be back. And I'm glad that you're back here with me. So if you've been waiting for 10 months, thank you. If this is your first time here, thank you. I appreciate this little hobby where we get to play Heroes of Might and Magic and we get to spend time with quality people. The Heroes of Might and Magic community is excellent. Not just good, but it's excellent. And I'm grateful to be a very, very small part of it. So thank you for being here as part of that community. I need the energy and I appreciate all the help and all the vibes. If you saw something in this playthrough that you're like, Phixfox, this was the biggest boneheaded decision ever, let me know. I always love the idea and the opportunity to get better at Heroes of Might and Magic. I don't take it personally. This is a game where there's a lot of knowledge. And if you don't have knowledge about something, you can't possibly play at the best possible level. So if you see something I did that was dumb, let me know. If you saw something thought that was cool, let me know. Whatever the case is, I appreciate you. Folks, congratulations. All your enemies have been defeated. Victory is yours. We are going to save this off right here as Phixfox, as always. And then we're going to be going into, next time, final piece. But that's the end of the playthrough for today. Take very good care of yourselves, folks. Look after you. Look after your friends. Look after your family. And until I see you again, remember, my name is Phixfox. I'll catch you around. Bye, everybody.